Nice to meet you as well. Just for you, G.
Oh shit.
You're ready. Oh shit. Let me sit right here.
Yeah.
A man come bearing gifts.
You know, I know the guy that's the creative director over there, so why not? You know what I'm saying?
I can see. Oh shit, it's like you gotta style me, brother.
Man, it's only right. I got a whole little kit for you. It's about to come now.
For real?
Yeah, nigga, you know I'm gonna get you right.
Come on,
Cut it out, man.
Come
It's
on.
me?
Yeah, both of them.
So how we go about this?
Will you help me, please? You running around here?
Nigga, what? I'm exhausted. You shit me?
Towards the
It's
neck.
been a long time since you did this shit.
Yeah, man. It's been like damn near a decade.
I got one there. Well, both sides, one side each.
That's not gonna look awkward.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no. Just have the other one kind of like.
You wanna put it right there?
Put it right here.
I say that.
Yeah. We have a backup audio.
Say that.
If we're gonna do backup audio, I'll have it placed right here.
Yeah, that's all good.
You gonna do it with an intro or what? How you started off, or you just get right into it?
Getting right into it, man. We just keep it natural, authentic, you know?
I fuck with that.
Shit, we were supposed to meet a long time ago, man.
Nigga, I invited you to Yams Day, nigga.
Nigga, that was a movie back then.
Yeah,
Like, yo,
right? That shit was crazy,
That
bro.
shit was crazy. The whole New York was back then.
But you know what today is?
Really?
It's Yams Day, nigga.
Why you don't do the concert no more?
Nah, well, basically 2020 had hit. So that's the pandemic and all that. And, you know, it got a little, for me, bro, it got a little, like, overwhelming. You know, you got to fly people in. You got to make sure that they hotel and they stay is right and shit like this. Pardon self. You can take this. Put it on silent for me. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure people hotel and they stay is right. You got to make sure so much accommodation for a charitable concert. You know what I'm saying?
Like a really hard job. Huh?
Motherfuckers be calling you, yo, I'm in the front, yo, they fronting on me, and this is like, yo, bro, you called me today? You knew that this Yams Day shit was going on 6 months ago. You called me today, right now, in the middle of the chaos.
That's what you got a team for, right?
Yeah, bro, what you think? Everybody hands be full, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we got one coming up next year. It's going to be a crazy one. I just felt like with everything that's going on, you know, the last one we did was virtual. So we just carried on that tradition, and it's a new world now, like, right? It's new world order, like, 2020 changed everything. You know what I'm saying? Our last concert, we had Drewski hosting that shit. We had everybody popping out. You know what I'm saying? It was a movie.
Yeah, I think we're in, like, this reset. And you just mentioned 2020. I'm trying to figure out, I feel like everybody been doing it with rap. Like, we're trying to figure out what's the new reset for rap.
Who you telling, man?
How do you think about it? Because I know people might look at it like, well, he's been gone for a minute, but
Yeah.
I feel like whether you're dropping music, you're actively still like surveying the landscape and knowing what's going on.
Not for sure. Like, I always try to look at the playing field type shit, you know, but besides that, music is prone to evolution. It's going to change. You know, some shit come back around, but for the most part, it's going to change. Either you fuck with the vibe or not. Like, think about it. When we was younger, well, I'm probably relatively a little bit older than you, but when we was younger type shit, I'm 37.
Same thing, man.
Nigga, how old are you?
34.
Nigga, that ain't the same shit, nigga. Nigga, I got you by a little bit, but I'm 37. I'm up there, right? Like, I remember being a youngin' and, like, the lean with it, rock with it, lean with it. That's when, like, Atlanta took it from New York. Not in the sense of, like, you know, making it seem like they robbed, but that's when they took the crown of the, like, you know, really holding the throne of, you know, music and culture. And a lot of people, it took some getting used to. A lot of motherfuckers, especially where I was from New York, they fake was hating type shit. I was influenced. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best music came out around that time. Snap music, motherfucking Fabo, you know, all that shit. Like, the shit was a crazy era. But then you got to think about it, like, the evolution of hip hop. It started out in 1970 or some shit, 1960 something, by a bunch of 8, 9, 10, and 11-year-olds. Those are the first rappers. It wasn't niggas sick. The oldest nigga was Cool Herc. He was 16. They looked at that nigga as a grown ass man. He was 16.
Really?
Yeah. You ask anybody.
I never thought about it like that.
He was 16.
I was thinking about everybody in their 20s and 30s.
Never, bro. Never. That didn't happen until the 90s. You feel what I'm saying? Before that, it was always ran by like the youth and the adolescent. That's why when people be like, Soulja Boy fucked it up, nah, you don't know what you talking about. This shit derived from kids, bro. It was children, literal children, who was the first rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can look this up. This is all facts.
Yeah, I never put that context on it. I always kind of felt like it was like a bunch of like younger dudes, but like not teenagers.
Those ain't even teenagers. Those is tweenagers. Like, we talking about 9, 10, and 11. 11 was the oldest niggas. They was little kids.
Because I feel like going in even to the 2000s, like right when you mentioned that Atlanta wave, I feel like people start complaining about, they're like, yo, the kids is just taking over this shit. But what you're saying is like the kids kind of always had
They started it. So you can't, you got to know where the shit derived from before you start having an opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, adults had it at one point in time. You look up, you see Puff, you see Hove, you see Big, you see Pop. These niggas is in their, early 20s. But then it comes back around right after them. It's just like, damn, Lil Bow Wow. That motherfucker was a child. That nigga had the game in a fucking headlock, boy. Like, all the girls wanted that nigga. That shit blow minds, bro. I was like 11, like, get off this nigga dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he was that nigga. You feel me? And it was just like, right after him was B2K, all this other shit.
That was a wave of that.
That was a wave. Let's not front on what they did. They made history, but it's just everything happens in cycles. So, pertaining to what your initial question was, how I feel about it is it's prone to evolution. It's going to change. Nothing is new under the sun. It's always going to come back around. You either going to embrace it. It's either going to connect to you depending where you are in life at that moment or not. That's just music. That's hip hop in general.
Do you ever feel like maybe the current climate doesn't jive with you and maybe like where you are at in life? Because as you kind of mentioned that, and the evolution of it, is that part of the reason why maybe it seems that you pick your moments when to kind of like show up?
I don't think so. I think I don't pick my moments based off that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always look at the playing field. When is the right time? When is the best time? When is it? I feel like right now is the best time because it's space. Music, hip hop music has never been down like this, bro. You saw what they was talking about with the analytics and statistics from last year. They was like, hip hop not even in the top 200, even in the top 100. It's just not,
Why do you think that though? Like, I feel like hip hop and culture is still very relevant. It's still influencing everything. Even if it's a kid, you look on TikTok, all the dances are made up by people from the culture. Like, it's people are dressing like people from the culture. Like, why is music that one particular part of culture kind of falling back?
It shifts, I think, because like when you think about like from a global aspect, niggas like Bad Bunny and them and J Balvin doing their thing. You feel me? You got K-pop motherfuckers just dominating and killing shit right now. Like, it's just, it goes even hand in hand with the movie industry. Like, those Bollywood films and all that, those be sweeping the Oscars and Golden Globes and stuff like that. Sometimes it's really due to geographically where there's more people at by default. So like if China, wasn't like a communist thing and they allowed their citizens to use YouTube and shit like that, we would see a boost of Chinese artists that just would be dominating and blowing. But being that they, have their own version of YouTube, their own version of Twitter and all of that, you don't really get to see it. But I think it's a numbers thing, like when you think about it from an analytical standpoint. But as far as a cultural standpoint, hip hop is always going to be number one as far as culture goes, because people are fascinated with tragedy. People are fascinated with plight. You get what I'm saying? And that's what hip hop was really made for, to tell a story. This is songs that we still could sing throughout all of the trauma and all of the bullshit that's going on in, our culture. And I think throughout time, there was a flux of just different, different subcultures and subgenres that sounded similar. Because if you think about Dembow Dembo derived from reggae, you know, from you hear Shabba Ring from reggae. You hear Shabba Ring saying Dembo, 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 Dembo. Now you listen, them niggas be flowing. Them Dominican niggas, them niggas be flowing. You feel me? And it's just like, that's a derivative of hip hop when you think about it, because it all boils down to black culture. You know, however you want to call it, you know, however you want to label it, it all derives from that. But, you know, once again, to answer your question, I think the reason why hip hop had such a tank and you know, the sound scan from last year was probably due to the fact that like country artists are having a moment right now. You know, I don't know if you want to consider Taylor Swift country or pop, but she having, you know what I'm saying? She having her moment. You know, Luke Combs and all them niggas, Jelly Roll, like they having it.
Like, do you kind of like, are you aware of them, or do you like, you kind of watch what they're doing as well? Like, how closely do you kind of?
Nah, I'm just aware of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of just like sonical, just genius. Like anything that just music. Sometimes it's just not about what genre is coming from to me. I think you could tell that with my last project. Like, I love music. So if somebody's doing something that's interesting to me, I check on it, but I don't think it's necessary. I've never been one of them type of niggas to reach out because, oh, you lit right now, so let me, like, that's playing the game that I refuse to play, and I think Don't Be Dumb is anti that, you know?
Yeah, you spent some time living in London.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how that perspective, you know, may have shaped your mind on just like even the globalization of this shit, as opposed to like maybe, because your answer to that question about like where the trends are moving and how kind of like globalization does matter. Like, yo, shoot, like I looked up the other day, Bad Bunny like did like 27 sold out stadium shows in Puerto Rico, which is ridiculous, right? Which you got to think at that point he's having an impact on the GDP of that territory. That concert is having people come there
for sure,
right?
For
so
sure.
when you look at that, you got to realize that there's a lot more going on in music than just just looking on maybe just culturally. So when you lived overseas, did that dawn on you as well? Because I don't know how much the impact of like even stuff that's going on here is there compared to what they have going on there.
Well, back then, we talking about like 12, 13, 15 years ago when I was living in London type shit. I think that, like, I was always inspired by Portishead, Massive Attack. That's like trip hop and shit like that. And so I took notes from Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was out here touring with the great, like he was with everybody, right? He was like backup. He would do, you know, guitar and basses for a lot of different like main acts and shit like that, right? And son went over there on some Madonna shit and just popped, and he went crazy over there. My first time going to London, bro, they rolled out the craziest red carpet for me, bro. What, bro? London and Paris. I'm talking about. I went out there like, nah, I gotta move here, B. Like, yeah.
What was it? Culture? Was it just how people treated you?
It's just like, so you gotta, you can't. Pardon my ignorance, right? Like me being a North American, you know, deriving from here. What we taught in school and shit like that is like, yo, when you see people of our brothers and sisters in Africa, you see them with flies on their face, right? You see them very poor, you know, malnourished and shit like that. Yeah. Yo, please donate 10 cents a day to help little baby, la da da. Like, that's what we grew up on. So our depiction of like what Africa was what we were being taught in scholastic books and shit like that. We were told we derived here and arrived here on slave ships and this and that. And, you know, black people in North America predates all of that, but the brainwash is real, right? So I didn't know that like, that like, you see a joint, she Eritrean, East Africa, you see another one, and you like, yo, what y'all mix with? They like, we just black, we like those BBLs that everybody, they been had that naturally. We talking about like 15 years ago, bro. Like, so going over there and just like finding out the culture, and then when you go over there, they say, where you from? And you be like, yo, I'm from Harlem, I'm from New York. They like, nah, nigga, like, where you from? And then you just looking stupid.
more of like an ethnical, like where you're really
Where you
derived
from?
Yeah,
What tribe you from? They know they tribes. They know all of that. So it was almost like for me, I could never compare it to going back to the motherland, but it was just like, damn, I learned so much about myself and my culture than from what I was just taught to know from living in America. You get what I'm saying? And I was fascinated with the culture. You go over there, these African people, they embrace reggae. They talk like Jamaicans over there. Like, you'll fit right in, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been to London.
you hip, so you know what I'm talking about, right? So, you know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. And it's just like, not even just that though. Like, the stuff that we care about over here and a lot of our social and current affairs and, you know, our adversity and shit like that, it's so different, you know, when you travel overseas and stuff. Black is black wherever you go, bro. Yeah. Like, it's gonna be the same, you know, same kind of like story, you know, anywhere on God's green earth. That's how it is. But the information is way more accessible when you get out of North America, you know?
Yeah, I was kind of like, bring it back to, so I was born in Jamaica, and so I did school in Jamaica till like 7th grade. And when we learned about like geography and history, it's a very different thing than when I came over here and they were teaching us. It was like this one, like, hey, this is the whole history of the world. But back like in Jamaica, like, you're learning really about like, you get to understand a little bit not only about geopolitics but like other places, and you get to realize like where you're at is just not all it is. Like, I'm pretty sure kids nowadays, I'm pretty sure the Africa story is just like, all right, 2 sentences. Yo, there was some slaves there for Africa, but yeah, we're here. You know what I mean? And they kind of like simplified. So I do agree. When you go overseas, a lot of times the conversation and their outlook on things seem very much broader.
You know what I think, man? It's just like, if you take your name Livingston or something,
Yeah.
And we really a Jamaican nigga. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, I always tell people. So Livingston, and this is where you kind of get that understanding. Like, usually when people bring up my name, they'll chuckle, but for me, it's normal.
Nigga, my name is Thelston, nigga. Like, you be alright, nigga. It's Caribbean, nigga.
So Livingston was actually like a famous, like, I think Duke or something from like London. That there's a lot of people that's named like Livingston in Jamaica. But how does that happen? Jamaica was colonized by the British. You get me? When you start tracing it back and you realize all these dukes that were sending their boats, and you start realizing your own heritage, right?
For sure.
And that kind of gives you the bigger perspective. I'm like, oh shit. I started looking up the Duke that probably helped name, whether it was a slave or whoever, that I kind of derived from, you know, my pops.
For sure.
And that made me start like, that's almost like, now people could go on 23andMe. But when you kind of have that understanding that even a name has some historical reference,
for sure, man.
You really you really do the most about it.
It's not by chance or coincidence, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is like embedded. I mean, you just proved my point. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, colonialization changes everything, and some people are more tapped in than others. And, you know, I'm not trying to make no excuse for my prior ignorance. I just ain't have knowledge of self, and I'm still learning. I don't claim to know everything, because I don't know every fucking thing, you know what I'm saying? But like, throughout the years going to London, it really like, it helped me meet other brothers and sisters, or just people, fascinating people, white people, black people, Asian people. Like, it's just like America, man. It's a melting pot of just culture. You just gotta tap in, though. It's lovely over there. They got appreciation for reggae, dancehall too. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Your name be Rakim. Does that also help kind of like, you know, pique your interest in like historically kind of like always figuring out where, you know, influence and shit comes in, because, you know what I mean, that's a powerful name.
Absolutely.
It's a connected name to hip hop.
It's like being a basketball player and being named Michael Jordan, nigga. Like, it's just so much, it's big shoes to fulfill. Yeah. It's like being named Magic Johnson. It's just like, those shoes is just so big to fulfill that, like, I was like, nah, my rap name can't be Rakim, bro. I'm gonna go with my nickname, nigga. I'm A$AP Rocky, nigga. I ain't doing all that. But just, you know, knowing that, like, he was a 5%er, he had knowledge of self, you know, and not only that, it allowed me to gain this confidence to know like I'm named after the God MC, bro. I'm named after the God MC. I gotta hold it down for the heritage and the name, B. I got to.
I mean, would it be funny if like you had came out and you were like, you know what? Shit, I'm about to give him my little snap, little snap. Wait, you can't do that with a name, Rock. You gotta have some bars, right? Like, come on, you gotta have some bars.
It's crazy though. I met that man, bro. Like the first time it was with Angie Martinez, bro, and like, bro, I was smiling ear to ear like a kid. B, like I only heard stories about him being in Harlem, drop top, motherfucking Jeep, you know, no doors, no ceiling on it. My mother running up to that nigga, making him sign my pamper. So I like, at 3, I knew who he was because he did the Juice soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at him on TV with the bucket hat on, him and Eric B and my sister, Erica B. So it's just like, we grew up in a hip hop home, but my pops, being from Barbados, coming over here when he was 19, 20. Yeah, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, my whole family from Barbados.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say. My name is Athelston. That's a Bajan name. Mayers is a Bajan name.
Your name?
My middle name, Rakim Athelston Mayers. Yeah. Yo, I told Spike and Denzel my middle name. Niggas said, what? Yo, that shit was wild funny. Yo, Ak, I want to say this though, bro. Yeah. Look, I always wanted to sit down and talk with you, bro. It's a pleasure to be here talking to you. I really respect your philosophy on it. You know what I'm saying? Even if even sometimes when you bias, I still fucks with you. I fuck with the Academy. I feel like that merch should be way better. Like you got the shit in the chokehold, nigga. Go crazy. You dig? Yeah. Like word, bro. Like word.
Nah, thank you. Listen, I think this is a long time coming. By the way, I didn't even offer you a drink. I don't even know if you
What's up with you, my nigga?
Yeah, I know.
Let me get a drink, man. It's Yams Day. What the fuck going on? What we sipping on?
We got a little tequila. We got some.
I would love. You got some Casamigos?
Yeah,
you got some Blanco?
We got represented.
Fuck it. Beggars can't be choosers. You got Blanco over there?
A lime?
Sure. She fit. You know what, sweetheart? Matter of fact, my man's gonna go to my room for me. He gonna grab one for me. Okay. Thank you, gang. Nah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I feel like I was being a bad host. I took 3 sips. I'm like, yo, I know how to be a good host. I'm like, when you come to my spot, like I'm already offering mad shit.
Nah, see, niggas like when act get lit though. You feel me? Like that's when the truth start coming out. Like
you said the most important thing that I think is the most underrated. I think people will pick and choose what they like about me depending on if they like me. One of the things that I think is underrated and one of the things I'm most proud about, I feel like I sit back and I'm constantly trying to like just philosophically kind of like predict where the game is going, predict what's going on, and more than just like maybe some of the gossipy stuff that people say. Of course, I'm gonna talk about that, but it's like kind of figuring out where the shit is going. You know what I mean? And like even figuring out like I agree with you. I think rap is a cycle. We see, like I famously said like last year, I'm like, yo, I think street rap is gonna go through a lull right now, but it's gonna revert.
It's gonna come back around.
It's gonna come back, and lyricism sometimes in terms of how palatable it is to the mainstream, it comes and goes. But it's ebbs and flows that you could kind of see what's going to happen based on what's happened already.
Bro, you ain't never lying. Not to cut you off though, gang. Like think about it from this perspective, right? Like when we first heard about it to the masses and mainstream, it was a hip, a hop, a hit. So that was Sugar Hill Gang. Real rappers and street niggas ain't respect them. They was just like, these niggas is they not even probably, they got ghostwriter And then from that, you had the real dope boy shit going on and shit like that. Then you got the Slick Ricks, the Eric B, the Rakims, the Big Daddy Kanes, and you know what I'm saying? You got the break dancing kind of like, cultured songs and shit. But right after that, what took the world by fucking storm? Gangster rap, nigga, NWA. You gotta think about that, right? The NWA fucked the game up so bad, niggas start wearing African beads and chains, and then that's when we got the golden era, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul and all that. Nigga, gangster rap, braggadocious, get money, hustler rap, just intellectual lyricism, they always fighting for the spotlight and they always come back around one way or another. I'm telling you, it evolves.
I agree, and sometimes it's societal issues that kind of bring some to the forefront. Sometimes I feel like when we're going through some social strife, like within the world, we need people. Club music is cool, but we need somebody who can speak to it. You know, and you see those kind of rappers kind of like uplifting. And sometimes, shit might be good, but like niggas want to pop their shit and it might be about like who's the most macho nigga in here.
Type shit.
So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I'm always trying to like analyze the game. And shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right? Now we're gonna clear up certain things because they do say some certain things about you, and like for example, they'll be like, "Yo," some people feel like you've like abandoned music for fashion.
Yeah.
Well, they think at times because for whatever reason now I think music is so people want you on demand consistently. They want you like I've gotten to realize that I think if you listen to fans gonna want you to drop 4 times a year. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
And even then they're gonna want more.
More, yeah.
So sometimes the absence, they say absence makes a heart grow fonder, but sometimes it kind of makes them feel like, wait, did he get on through music and then just dip on us for fashion?
Got you. I hear you.
And obviously you've been prolific in both worlds, right? Yeah. You're one of the few characters who just has that knack for dominating both worlds. What do you say to those people who might feel like, maybe his passion not in music anymore? And they said about Ye at some points.
Thank you, bro.
At some points they said about Ye, they said, oh, he's only making music to further his shit in fashion. Remember when he was, complaining about the fashion houses and he dropped the album, it was pretty much just all about that. People like, nah, is his heart still in music?
Yeah.
If that question is posed to you,
I say less is more sometimes, I feel like at the end of the day, it's like I don't rely and I don't exploit my musical career for financial gain. That's what everybody else do, respectfully. Yeah, it's not wrong with wanting to be number one, but I want to make pure art. I thrive off that, bro. If anything I'm doing, I'm still doing music, even if I'm not putting out an album. But let's talk about the past 7 years, right? Yeah. My last album was Testing. Right after Testing, I was supposed to put out an album, All Smiles. I got locked up in Sweden. That was 2019, right? That's where the Babushka Boy era come from, right? Then right after that, what was the next year? 2020. That was a whole pandemic. That knocked off 2-3 years of anybody doing anything and being active, right? So now we back outside and it's 2022. Now I'm a father. Had my first kid at 2022. By 2023, I caught my case. The case with the A$AP Relly shit. And since then, I've been dealing with all of that bullshit. Trying to put out an album. Not being able to fly into Canada. Not being able to go nowhere because of this bullshit that's connected to my name. People don't know. I take it in stride, but people don't know the, bullshit that I go through behind the scenes. And I'm
traveling because of that?
Yeah, you can't, bro. When you can't even go through pre-check. You can't go through global entry. You gotta talk to So then next thing, even if you fly private, you gotta do that because you know how serious a felony is on you. That's why I got so much love for brothers who in the system, get out the system and try to better themselves. Cause I know what having that shit on your name is like. And I ain't even do shit. I don't even got this shit on my name. But I got a taste of what that shit was like. You feel me? That shit ain't nothing nice. But pardon me to cut you off. What ended up happening was I was perfecting my craft throughout the whole time. I put out shit that it's like, yo, this is dope. I did this. It's a Lucy. It don't really, this is just where I'm at right now. And sometimes my taste, it changes. It changes like that. I'm a tastemaker. I make music for creatives and tastemakers. Like, you either get it or you don't. You either hate it or love it. I don't want no niggas to like it. I don't want no uncertainty. I need you to hate this. I need to evoke emotion. I need you to love it. Let that be the conversation. Because you can't say that it's not layered. You can't say that it's not textualized. You can't say that it's not even, bro, nobody's making colorful layers anymore. Nobody is just simple with what it is. I want to do what nobody ain't doing. That's just me. That's always been me, though, Act. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed.
That's a real dope way to put across, and I respect the timeline, too. By the way, interesting. You said 2018, that's when the Sweden thing happened?
No, 2019.
2019. I remember, I think, it might have been like 2022, I think. I met Trump. And when I dapped him up, the first thing he said, because they introduced him, they're like, hey, this is Akademiks. He's big in the hip hop world. He does media. And the first thing he says to me, he's like, I got Rocky out. I promise you. And then he mentioned the pardons for I think Kodak and Wayne.
Yo, I'm gonna be totally honest, yo. The president definitely did his efforts to, make sure that they knew, yo, don't fuck around. People, we care about him over here. I can't front, but he ain't get me out, bro. He made it worse. They kept me longer because of this nigga.
Really?
Yes, nigga.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he had to go send a motherfucking negotiator, a national security negotiator.
Because he had made a comment about it publicly, and I thought that the like Sweden just folded afterwards. It's
Nah, so look, this is what happened. Like, Ye and Kim was like, yo, we getting on the jet, we going out there. I'm like, they didn't let me speak to nobody for 3 weeks, right? So I couldn't call nobody. I couldn't call Lou Banger. I couldn't call nobody. My mother, nobody.
What's the conditions? Is it horrible? Like,
bro,
it's not gonna be the best thing, but like,
bro, it's beautiful. Like,
beautiful.
It's a cell.
Rikers?
Nah, hell no, bro. Rikers ain't beautiful.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm comparing.
No. Oh. In the sense of like, it's some uncomfortable IKEA furniture in there because they Swedish, and like you got a sink right here. Like it's about a quarter the size of this right here. It's small as fuck, and you get to go outside. You get to go upstairs on the roof for 30 minutes a day, but you gotta stay in solitary confinement. You feel me? I was talking about the decor when I said
Okay,
they cleaner, but this niggas
like
don't.
Dirty as hell.
Nah, it don't look dirty as hell, but it's like, who the fuck want to be there? Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still jail. You got to ask to go to the bathroom. It's a sink there, but you got to ask to go to the bathroom. If they racist, they going to leave you in the bathroom. The bathroom light cut out after 2 minutes. So sometimes, like...
It's not motion sensor?
No. Sometimes you could just be sitting in there and you just got out the shower. You know what I'm saying? The shitter and the showers and the same shit. You just dead cold, soaking, like, and they just walking by with their keys. You can hear them laughing, like, just leaving you there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit could really break you. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let that shit break you, you dig? That's my man Gallardo right there. He my creative director and all that, man.
Yeah, I've been speaking with him.
Yeah, for sure.
I see you give him high praise.
Yeah, that's my brother right there. Cheers, too. Nah, that's bad luck, gangster. Don't do it like that.
I gotta get it.
Yeah, don't do my mans like that.
Hey, so when he comments on it, you say they held you longer.
Yes. They was trying to be funny.
Oh.
Like, you what?
Oh, you think about bullying?
Yeah. And so, like, yo, bro, they whole system is fucked up. Listen, everything I'm about to tell you right now is so factual. It's going to sound like I'm trying to expose them, bro. Listen, they champion the legal age of consent is 15. Motherfuckers be raping women and all that. I'm gonna give you a case. A dude was raping a girl in the street. A guy was raping a girl in the street. Another guy saw it, beat the dude up. The cops came. The guy saw the lady getting raped in the street, beat the dude up. The cops came and arrested the dude. You're not allowed to fight under no circumstances. Here's another story. A dude had a home invasion, right? They come in his house. He kills the guy that comes in his house.
They have guns?
Yeah, they got guns. Yo, bro, you know Sweden is the #1 murder capital of Europe. You knew that?
No, I didn't know.
The #1 murder capital of Europe is like Paris. Stockholm is beautiful, very small. Outside of it, that's where they keep the black people. That's where they keep the refugees. That's where they keep people that's not from the country. They keep them on the outskirts. Bro, it's the #1. Yo, they moving bricks, moving guns, artillery. It's crazy. I was in there with a dude. I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, yo, I did a hit and I clapped the wrong dude and and they caught me. He tight, right? I'm like, yo, word? I'm like, yo, how much they give you? He like, yo, they trying to give me 18, but I might
18 lifetimes?
18 years.
What?
The nigga screamed, yo, but they might give me like 12. White nigga with his $150 on his shit. They might give me 12. Swear to God, I'm like, you happy about 12 years in this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this shit was crazy. Like, the way they think. I didn't know what they were saying on the TV and shit. So I woke up one day and I just heard.
Nice to you? Like,
they was nice. Okay. They was nice. All of them, bro. They embraced me. Cheers, bro. Nah, bro, you got look. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, bro. They was real nice to me. Not only that, they was translating for me what was being said because I couldn't know, right? So I'm sleeping. I just hear, and we're gonna get ASAP Rocky. I wake up, the fucking president is talking about me. I'm like, oh shit. So it's about like 5 a.m.
You packing your shit at this point.
I'm smiling ear to ear because like, they start flashing mad rappers, singers, actors.
People reaching out to you though? I know
they couldn't contact me. So on the news in their country, they flashing the support. Bro, the way bro, imagine being at your lowest. Y'all lifted me up on some like, nigga, my spirits was high. Niggas leaving me in the bathroom walking by. I'm in this shit for 24 hours, 23 hours a day. And I didn't want to go crazy. I'm designing shit, I'm sketching, I'm writing rhymes, I'm doing push-ups, doing sit-ups. Like, I was going crazy, bro, and I knew I didn't deserve to be in there. I only was walking around looking at the beautiful architecture that Sweden has to offer. You gotta realize, I'm obsessed with decor and shit. I got my own decor brand, Scandinavian decor, like Danish decor. That shit is marvelous, bro. So I know they on some shit. The hotel room I was staying in, fire. Like, I'm like, I'm taking notes and all of that. I go walking around taking notes. These motherfuckers, because we black, thought we had drugs. So they asking for drugs. My security guard like, nah, we ain't got that. Yo, get the fuck up out of here. That's when everything escalated. Bro, I'm in court. Niggas is like, yeah, bring out the plaintiff, bring out the witness, bring out the victims. How the niggas, them niggas,
for drugs?
The niggas who was asking for drugs that we beat up, them niggas come out in the jail jumpsuit. Nigga, they got locked up 3 weeks after us for fighting. For harassing.
Damn.
They was grabbing girls' butts, doing all type of shit. They on camera grabbing girls' asses. They ain't getting in trouble for none of that. So they see us. After they grab a girl ass, they playing it in court. They showing, look, this is them in the restaurant before they follow. You can see us outside the restaurant. They see us through the window, come out. Nigga grab a girl ass and all of that. She on camera like, yo, you know, it was a lesbian couple. She like, yo, this my girl here. Yo, these guys is harassing y'all. Stay away from them. They trouble. They grab my girl. Everything popped off. You feel me? But the truth of the matter is, when I was in jail, I didn't know what they were saying on the TV. So I'll go up there and they be like, yo, they saying this, they saying that. Yo, you be out in 8 months. What? You be out in 6 months. What? Every day is changing. Like, I'm like, why I'm not out now? For a fight? So they would have had to pay me $9 million. They would have had to pay me X amount of money because of the tour that I was doing if I was found not guilty.
Oh, so that type of law. So they have to compensate you.
So they were trying to figure it out why they had me holding. That's when the president like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Kanye called him like, yo, we got to get A$AP Rocky out of jail. So I'm like, bro, don't fly over here, bro. Don't, bro. Like, my lawyers and everybody telling me like, yo, if any of them Americans come over here, they're going to be funny and hold you longer, bro.
It's going to make it worse.
And it made it worse.
They were trying to make an example out of you then.
They didn't try. They made an example out of me, bro. G-Eazy, a summer before that, got locked up for, I ain't going to say what the drugs he had, but it wasn't weed, right?
Cocaine.
And he got into a shout out to my bro G-Eazy, man. And rest R.I.P. Ma Duke, speak. His mom's, that was my dog. His mom's, she was a hip hop philosopher. G-Eazy mother gangster. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, he fought the bouncer, get locked up. They let him go the next day. My black ass got to stay in there for a month and some change in solitary confinement because I was getting harassed and followed.
How don't you, I don't have like an adverse opinion of Europe. But coming from the Caribbean, I always told people, I said, this is the first country I've lived in. So I lived 11 years in Jamaica. This is the first country I've lived in where black people are the majority. I will damn near never go to Europe because I'm not trying to go nowhere else where people that look like me ain't the majority of the people. Because it's completely different problems that come with it. You know what I mean? And I'm wondering, like, after you get that type of treatment overseas, does it kind of turn you off like, man, I ain't coming over here no more, man, I'm good. Like, people feel that way, like, not in terms of racial perspective, but they feel that way about New York. Anytime out of town people come here to get locked up for a gun or something, they're like, I'm good off New York.
Lil Wayne and shit, right?
They're like, yo, I'm skipping that shit.
I can't blame him for feeling that way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you from a place that, like New Orleans, where you could have your joint on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You from Atlanta, you could have it on you, Texas, and then you come here, and they on that, and they lock you away for that.
Yeah.
You will really, I would resent that place too. It don't matter where it's at, but me personally, I don't let my image or just, I don't get jaded by, everything is circumstantial. That was an incident that happened. That's almost like when racist people be like, oh, this one black person did this, so that all black people was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, they very racist over there, but some people are not. That's gonna get, they like that here. That's why I told you earlier, anywhere you go on God's green earth, you still a black man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just keep that in mind. But I know how to maneuver. Like, for me, I think it's just a situation where this all derives back from the Moors. You know about the Moors?
Yeah, well, from what I've heard about them, it felt like they were the first, like, they were black, right?
They were black.
Black tribe.
They were black.
But they also went through a lot of persecution as well, right?
Well, basically, they developed Europe in a lot of different countries. They were rulers, emperors, and kings of Europe. And today they depict them to be Arab brothers, but they were actually black brothers, African brothers. And so they taught the European civilization.
Like a resensitization of history too. Like, a lot of people who are darker skin tones, when you see statues of them, they kind of lighten them, or they kind of, he who controls history kind of, you gets to, it's usually whoever who's conquered and who the winners kind of rewrite the story, right?
You ever see Jake Paul visiting the Vatican or some shit like that? He be going off like, they got this person as a merchant. This is a Moorish queen. She ruled for da-da-da-da-da-da. Yo, this is crazy, like da-da-da. And he be catching backlash on TikTok off that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's the truth. The truth of the matter is people get caught up in colorism. And history is history. And the thing is just how to depict or differentiate rewritten history, untold history, and what really fucking happened. And the truth is, what really fucking happened, some of it we'll never know. But I do have, an idea of what, happened. And it, legend has it that these guys, history tells it that these guys came to Europe at a time where, they were sleeping in the cabins with the animals, and it was like a bunch of disease and stuff. And we taught them running water and soap. We brought that there. We brought architecture there. We built those temples and, palaces and, all of that stuff. That was done by African, architects. Not only that, taught them religion, taught them hierarchy, taught them, all of the essentials, eating with forks and spoons. Like, these are the things that was inverted and kind of stripped away from us. And I wear pearls because if you look at the Sardinian flag, right, it depicts Moorish brothers with their heads getting cut off. If you look at it, right, and their heads are cut off and they had a blindfold on their eyes while their heads was getting cut off. And now I think in like the, 40s or 60s or something like that, they re-illustrated it and put the headbands on the head. And that's why I wear the t-shirts and shit how I do, because they said it was too vulgar and it was just too offensive, and every year, do you know that there was African rulers of Spain, African rulers, of Italy, African rulers of these different places. They were black kings, and there was an interracial genocide that happened. That predates a whole lot of shit. And what ended up happening is every year we see, all right, no freaky, pause, like no freaky, total disclaimer. You ever see porn and it be like white woman and a cuckolding husband with her black bull?
Yeah.
Bro, that bull is a representation of the black Moors being chased out of Spain. That's why every year you see those guys that look like Commodores, like in Spain, chasing the bulls down the block, because that's a ritual, a celebration of when they chased the Moors and the kings out of Spain, bro. Yeah, and that's why they slay it at the end of the chase. You feel me? And so cuckolding comes from that day when they took the pearls off the man, put it on the wives and made it feminine. They took the kilts, made it feminine. And, pause, no freaky again. The men raped the black men in front of their own wives, and they made their wives rape the black men. And that's where, legend has it that cocoa derived from, bro. This shit is twisted, you know?
How do you do, or how do you even get to a place of kind of like, because you seem well researched about this, like how do you even kind of start looking for some of this knowledge that's not what you're going to show up on, like, if you're reading about the history of Spain, that's not the first thing they're going to tell you, right? Like, they're probably suppressing that. How do you even get intrigued to get there, and how do you even do research to try to figure out, like, some of this history?
It was Europeans who told me this. My first time knowing. It was people from Europe who told me, you don't know this? You don't know that you're people that, and you just dumbfounded, like, wow, they know this. They know all of this information. They know about Napoleon going to, Africa and doing this and doing that. The Queen's jewels and all of that, that's all African artifacts and jewelry, and it goes way deeper than where I'm going right now, Pauls. And I just think, like, I don't know if I'm necessarily the one to try to, like, convey this to people. I'm just saying what I do know about the subject.
Yeah.
Because it's a wide, broad, like, history goes deep, bro. And it's just like, we don't know a lot here in North America, bro.
It's interesting that you draw inspiration from that knowledge to, like, even influence you on things that people might see as just straight up fashion.
It's style. Style comes up. Bro, somebody had to design the first shoes, right? Before that, we was barefoot. What was that looking like back then? Clogs, what was that like? It derived from the Dutch and this and that. And what was this like? What was that like? It's just like, if not, we would be walking around with mammoths, fucking fur and all day and shit like that, right? Like, I think, like, clothes is important. That's why you gotta let me fuck with the Academy merch, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Let's do it. Let's do some shit.
Word.
Hey, what's the current status of the mob, ASAP?
I think that I'm so thankful that us brothers is, like, on a cordial kind of a basis for the ones who ain't, like, every day locked in. It's still love, because the whole ASAP Relly, situation
could it divide stuff?
It divided stuff for him and certain people, but for the most part, I fuck with who I fuck with, and everybody know Flacco. I got a big heart, so I don't really be sweating shit. And what I do appreciate from them brothers is how they show up for me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm busy being a dad and I'm doing this, trying to be present, my family and shit. And I won't see or speak to niggas for 3-4 months, but let me pop up and, ask for them niggas, yo, I want to see y'all nigga. They there, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's brotherly love. That's something that, like, money can't change, fame can't change. All of these things that's implemented to divide us,
Yeah, I think during the trial, I think, was it Ed and 12? They definitely showed up, and there was,
It was Lou Banger, Ant 12,
yeah,
Ty, a bunch of, I'm forgetting names. Like, a lot of the mob was, like, supportive, and that was a crucial, difficult moment for me, yo. It was scary, you know what I'm saying?
When it first happened, because I remember kind of reading the headline, right? When, you're being charged, I was like, well, I guess this collective is over then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like it was ripped at the seams. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah.
Did you ever feel like betrayed or anything? Like, man, these was my home. Like, these was my hearts, and look what the fuck is happening.
I ain't take that situation out on them. I took it out on him. If I got a problem with you, it's with you. It ain't with everybody else type shit. I never been that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know some people get threatened by, like, oh, you his homeboy, so that means that I don't be on that pick and choosing sides bullshit. Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, I stand on my own, so it's like, if I got a situation, I'm not gonna call the next nigga to handle my problems. I'm gonna go head up with it. You feel me? So that's how I approach any kind of dilemma, situation, or anything. I'm really, like, a laid back type of nigga. That ain't even my pedigree to be all that rah-rah shit, but some niggas like to get you out of character. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, people who are antagonizing with a motive for any kind of, like, financial gain, you could see it coming a mile away.
Did that break your heart? By the way, you look so cool and unbothered during the whole trial. I was just like, I don't know how you're keeping it together. You had zero worry in your face.
I had my family.
You had a good poker face.
I had my family. I had these
you had
lawyers.
zero doubt that you thought, because I'm at a point I was looking, I'm like, if they're going with the fake gun thing, he's cooked.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Look, this is the thing. When they say, yo, look, we'll give you 6 months, or we'll give you 24 years.
Okay.
What that say to an intelligent person?
Yeah, they were basically saying that this case is about to fall apart.
It shouldn't have been happening. Y'all know what y'all had already. Y'all had this for 4 years. It shouldn't even came this far. This is embarrassing to the judicial system. This is embarrassing to the state. This is embarrassing to the prosecution. He's wasting time. He's not going to embarrass me. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be professional. I'm going to get the fuck up out of there. That's it.
The media got that all wrong. Pretty much a lot of people felt, yo, Rocky's stupid for not taking it. By the way, Tacopino spanked it. Jesus Christ.
Shout outs to Joe, big.
Spanked it.
Yeah, Big Joe. Shout outs to the homie.
Man, I'm gonna give him credit too. He looked unwavered and unfazed.
Yeah, man.
And I think the whole media had to like really backtrack and kind of apologize, because the conversation that was happening was like
Initially,
why not just take the couple months, get on with your life.
I knew I wasn't guilty.
Okay.
If I was guilty, I'd have took that.
But sometimes it's not about guilty or being innocent, right? You know, like sometimes people have well, obviously you're in a different position financially that you can defend yourself, but like there's been many people accused of some shit, and if the easiest way out is, all right, I gotta go sit down for 90 days or whatever.
Bro, we don't bend over for nobody. We don't lay down for nobody, bro. Straight up and down, gang. That's it. I don't give a fuck who it is. Listen, that man said I shot him in the knuckles. He said he wanted some money, and he said the cops told him to do this, do that. He went to Dunkin' Donuts, which he didn't do. Niggas came back putting bullets down. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
Were you hurt? I know I would be hurt, especially with someone who I used to consider fam.
Of course I was hurt.
When you sat in court and you heard that recorded phone call being played, and he's kind of just saying, yo, that nigga got to give me that money or sayonara, like he's going to jail. To see that someone who you consider a friend at some point would be willing to pretty much sell you down the river unless you paid him.
Yeah, that shit.
He wouldn't care if you went to jail.
That shit hurt.
Like you have family.
That shit hurt. I think this all happened because like when I got with my girl and started building a family, I ain't really have time to kick it with the homies as much. That's why I said just a second ago, I appreciate my brothers who's still here, who's still down, because they understand that and they respect that. They really genuinely happy for a nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I ain't trying to be no role model. I'm really just doing me. I'm happy, and I be trying to protect that peace. People think I'm trying to be mysterious or mystique. Nah, I know that when you on Front Street about nah, bro. Like, you got to protect your peace, protect your heart. If some shit is real, and for niggas who ain't really there for you and really got that real love for you, they not going to understand that. They going to look at it like your success is their demise.
Yeah, that trial.
That was a circus, man.
It was indeed a circus. Your family showed up.
Ma Dukes.
The moment when they read the verdict. I know you said you were pretty, like, already confident that, it was going to go in your favor.
Nah, the scariest moment was that moment.
Really?
That was the only scariest moment. Like, gang, you could see my heart pumping through my back, gangster. Like,
that was one of the only cases in LA I see on TV. Like, a lot of these other notable cases, they weren't,
Because they was trying to make it, it's a circus, it's a joke. They knew it was a joke. We knew it was a joke. He knew it was a joke. He ain't want, bro. Now you out here, niggas is teasing you, calling you a snitch, a rat, all that other shit. You did that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for nothing.
Is he just like ostracized from everything, from everybody who's ever like fuck with you?
I wouldn't know. I'm gonna come clean because I don't tell niggas to pick a side. I know that's a dangerous game, but I don't tell niggas to pick a side. Like, if I see you snaky, your head get chopped off. We gonna cut your head off. You over there. So if I can't be like, nigga, we all been friends for 20 years, 30 years. Like, I can't be like, yo, me and that nigga had a falling out. Nah, y'all niggas we got serious. Yeah, the nigga tried to take me away from my, my family and from my fans, from my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I literally, I'm not petty like that. Like, if you fuck with them on your own merit, that shouldn't be contingent on if I'm fucking with them or not. Now I'm gonna look at you like you fake.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, even people not even, I would imagine, that close with, like, 50 kept calling him out, like, man, this is the type of work.
Shout outs Fifth, man. That's big, bro. Because he knew what time it was, man. He knew it. You knew it, nigga. We knew it. At a certain point, it was so evident.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought you would cook. When the first thing I seen was
with the video, that shit looked bad. It looked good in his favor.
And then I heard that, like, oh, there's an audio. I'm like, all right, man, gonna wrap this one up, man. Yo, Rocky cut. And then the more going through, like, by the time we kind of get to the trial, things start to look a bit different. But then my tune started to change and said, all right, well, he probably cleared, but he should have just took the 6 months because at first they were saying 24
years,
and then you start listening and be like, man, how did we even get here with this clown ass story? Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? At the end of the day, that's how I felt. That was my, I'm at a loss for words. That was just that was my point of view on it the whole time. Let me say that. Because, I can't even think of the word I was looking for. But, that was my stance on it the whole time.
I'm guessing you'll never talk to him ever again, right?
I ain't even going to lie, bro. Like,
if he apologized.
Yo, I don't need nothing from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think, like, that was crazy. That's bugged out. And I'm glad God showed me, like, who there for me, who not, bro. Word.
That question made me think of when I stood with Ye, and we were talking about people who he felt crossed him, and I was asking him about forgiveness, and he told me, I noticed something different about me and him. He was like, certain people he could never forgive, and I was like, I feel like I'm forgiving people for a lot of shit, but I guess you do gotta draw a line, right? Like, certain people you gotta, like, niggas really trying to get you out of here.
Even if I think forgiveness is
not like kicking back with him, but
but I think forgiveness is growth. I forgave him already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna forget. All jokes aside, like, I don't need an apology, a formal apology, nothing. We don't have to ever. Nah, bro. Like, I can't dwell on that shit. That's the past. That was just like.
I think it's ice.
Oh, that's the past, bro. And it's just like. From there, it was no looking back, bro. The next day, creative director of Ray-Ban. Right after that, fucking, what we doing? The fashion show, Chanel, the face of Chanel, Bottega Veneta, the face of that. We kept it in motion. We kept it going. You know what I'm saying?
Was that holding up certain things that was kind of like in the wind? Like,
for sure.
Like, they were wondering, like, all right, listen, we're trying to make you, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, good looks on the Ray-Ban.
Come on, I got you, kid.
Yo. Fire.
Good looking, gang.
Are you even designing like the fucking
everything, bro? Everything.
That's fire. Right?
Everything, man. Multifaceted, man. You know what I'm saying?
So that was holding things up because I would imagine like these companies want to work with you, but they're a little bit scared. Like you gotta understand, right?
Nah, I wanted to hold.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was the face of Gucci. I told him, yo, you gotta put my best friend. One of my best friends is this dickhead nigga Tyler, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta put him in the campaign, bro. Mercedes-Benz. I owned the license for Mercedes-Benz. I was doing creative direction. I told him, yo, you gotta fuck with this guy, Virgil Abloh. He's amazing. He started doing Maybachs and all that right after that and all that, right? Adidas.
You were instrumental in even.
Absolutely.
Really?
I'm the reason Dapper Dan had a Gucci collaboration. All jokes aside, I told Alessandra Michele, yo, this is who you need to fuck with, bro. Like, let me show you the 80s. Look at Al Poe, look at this, look at, reference photos. Like, I was ghost designing for all of these brands. I was signed to Dior in 2013. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been doing this, we've been moving. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that really set this, like, unprecedented, like, kind of like spark in the room. Like, I could tell when it first happened. I was shooting a Gucci cover that day for Complex magazine for the Gucci Adidas collaboration, right? And I left jail and went straight to the photo shoot. When I walked in the room, everybody was like, all right, we not gonna address the elephant in the room. Like, I'm like, I'm home. Like, what? I'm home. Like, what's up? What we doing? With a photographer? I was like 4 hours late, but I was there, you know, and the cover was crazy. You feel me? Like, you see the complex cover of me with the Gucci Adidas collaboration, and we like on a jet helicopter, and it's me, we modeling that shit. It was fire. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I knew for certain that, like, God has an odd way of like showing you things. I don't know if you a religious man, but I'm more spiritual than religious. I do believe in a higher power. I do believe that like I can nitpick and just, you know, borrow from so many different cultures of religion to make myself a better human being as one. You know what I'm saying? I think really the philosophies of religion is based upon principle and, you know, just self-growth and shit. So that's why like even Buddhism or Christianity or, you know, Catholicism, they all have really good qualities. So I just borrow from that, you know, and I believe in God. And I think God has a funny way of showing you lessons sometimes. Sometimes it feel like, damn, you really put me through hell to get to see the light, but I wouldn't appreciate light this much if it wasn't for the darkness, for the hell. Like, you know what I mean?
What did you learn in that situation?
I learned that I had to give up this survival's remorse, survival guilt and stuff. Because like I was trying to say before, I never wanted to be the leader. I never was the leader. I didn't start ASAP. I joined it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the one that was just like, yo, we need to start doing modeling. We got photo shoots together. Like, I was modeling for Supreme. I was doing all this shit before I got popped off. Shout outs to Angelo back here. He got a brand name, Awake. He discovered me on the train, right? And I was just dipped. He was like, yo, kid, what you a skater or something? Like, you a rapper? I was like, yeah, I'm a rapper. He was like, word? He was like, what you model and all? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, yo, take my card. Since then, he put me under the wing. Started introducing me to everybody at Supreme, started introducing me to everybody at Stussy, because that's when Stussy and Supreme was, you know, kind of like the same, you know, brand. They are, like, you know, because, you know, bro James, he used to work in the back of Stussy. He used to be stacking teas, and that's when he came up with Supreme. He was just a kid. You know, Sean Stussy originated it. But long story short, me being on the train, seeing him, and like a year later, like, or 2 years later, popping off. It was probably 2-3 years later, I popped off. You know what I'm saying? And this modeling shit, this fashion shit has always been a part of just my DNA. You know what I mean? And
talk about survivor's guilt.
That's what I was talking about. You got me tipsy and shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I think all over the place with the conversation.
Well, you, I think a lot of people, when they come up, like, you know, with a group of friends, you start kind of like, especially if you happen to be the one that, you know, start excelling, start doing different things, you kind of look back, especially maybe you have just more motivation than everyone else. You kind of feel like, you feel bad, right? Mm-hmm. And also that kind of turns into a lot of different things, because you might be trying to pull people up that they're really not, you know, they might be complacent, right? Or they're regressing, or they're not looking at where you're at and what you're doing.
Entitlement.
Yeah. So but speak about that.
You said it. Like I told you, getting with my girl, starting a family, it just left less time for me to be able to kick it with certain homies, Relly being one of them. And I think that frustration of not knowing, damn, will this work, will that work? Damn, I don't got no, everybody else in ASAP eating off this name, but man, I like, Relly was the most get money dude out of ASAP, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, he had the most money. He lived in the projects across the street in Manhattan, not Harlem. So everybody, all his friends was rich. And so these niggas was buying 50 packs off of him a day. I saw that nigga sell a whole pound in 7 days, a sour diesel. You know what I'm saying? In 7 days, I saw him sell by nickel and diming it. So he made, not like he just sold the pen, like he nickeled and dimed. Like, do you know what the profit margin is compared to just selling it as a pound? This nigga, he would skateboard with these niggas all day, be with them all day, and they just buy weed. You know, them little boarding school niggas have money. Yeah. So, nigga, you got about like 15 friends you with every day. Then they friends want some shit. Nigga, he was getting rid of that shit like clockwork. This nigga was coming to school. Nigga, I'm struggling to keep the Rick on. I got the Fendi and the Gucci, and I got the Versace, and I got the Prada. This nigga like is nothing. He wore Supreme all day, every day. Like that nigga had a car. He had a whip in high school. Nigga, we used to drive from high school. I introduced him to all the bitches in high school as a shy nigga. I introduced him to all the bro. Like, yo, it's my man's here. It was just us. Like, I never expected so much animosity or resentment just because of what you didn't accomplish. You know, you got to take some type of accountability. If he ever get to see this, that's just how I feel about it, you know? And I don't want to keep talking about that nigga no more.
Hey, buddy, let me just check the mic.
It's off?
It's got off. Hey, could you look at the levels there?
Yeah. My shit off?
No, I want to make sure that you see both of them go?
Yeah. Which one is it though?
No. If that's blue, so it should be you.
They both go.
Or is it there? They both go? All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
We straight?
All right, we should be good. I wanted to ask you about Bari. What's that relationship at this point?
You know, if you was listening to the court shit, it just feel like, you know, he had a lot to do with this whole situation. He had a hand in it. And he one of the brothers that hurt me, because that was my brother, you know? Yeah.
To the public, it looks like you guys, like, we don't understand what it is. It just feels like...
I don't either.
But you've called him out sometimes publicly, and then we've seen you guys kind of almost like you're working on it, or you've seen you guys either on stage together, whatever the case is. Have you guys never tried to address whatever it is?
I don't know if what it is a mixture of different things. I don't know if it's just one thing, but I'm good, man. Like I'm good.
Past that situation.
I told you that shit is in the rear view, bro. I forgive all them brothers though. Like, if they did any malice or did anything vindictive to me or whatever the case is, or whatever the case, I forgive you, bro. Like, all of them. I don't forget.
And last thing about that situation, there's only one person I see still has the picture of Relly on the stand on his Instagram. Carti. Carti still got that picture up. Clearly he supports you. What's your relationship with Carti? But also, I've always kind of wondered how that situation works, because he's signed to you.
Yeah.
How does that work, and how is that relationship as well? Because he's also, I think he's a trendsetter as well in fashion.
Absolutely, man. He come from the same nest as us. So basically, Carti been with us since 2014, 15 or some shit like that, from my recollection. I've always wanted to let Carti be his own man, and he a boss. He is his own man today. He's his own boss. I ain't all up in the videos dancing I'm on my Suge shit right now. That's not necessary. He doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's just he a man in his own light. And like you said, he a trendsetter in his own light. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, Carti come from us, and we all started out just tight knit. And, throughout time, as you could tell, Bari, the fucking Relly, should be happening.
What did you see in Carti?
I knew Carti was fire because he had this song called Lost. And it was just it was going around. This kid Theo, he was playing it for Bari and then was playing it for me and shit like that. So I was like, oh, I'm fucking with this. Who that? And basically I think I had some in South by Southwest, and that was my first time meeting Carti. And he just was like, yo, bro, I'm ready. We ready. Let's go. He knew that I remixed or I did a freestyle to that Lost shit. And he was just like, yo, bro, I'm ready, bro. Let's make it happen. Since then, we was locked in. Carti was living with me for 2 years, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Word. Manhattan and all that. Like we was, you know, even in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Was that kind of like him, like, kind of like, just, like, kind of like learning a bit from
I believe so.
from you guys and like really getting his inspiration, but also the confidence to kind of like, because I think, you know, he's this huge behemoth at this point. Pause. But
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yo, by the way, you ever see how much they use the slipping on semen shit? With
That shit be blowing my. I wish I never said that shit.
Really?
Yeah, that shit dumb funny, bro. I can't lie. That nigga Ferg was like,
yo, Ferg's face was like, yo, you looked at you and like,
Ferg.
was that his first time hearing that story?
Yeah, it must have been. That nigga was like, nah, I don't know why. I said pause. That was the wildest shit I ever said. You can't take that back, kiddo.
You did say pause though. When you
I
said
did, but still, that's crazy.
That's the story Casanova, right?
Yeah.
And Cass did confirm it. Yeah, that's a wild story.
That's
a
a
wild
wild
story.
That's pause though. That's crazy. Why you bring that up? I ain't gonna lie. You a wild boy for that. I'ma go.
That's because my pause is a little awkward. Because I'm like, yo, some of these niggas don't even know what the word behemoth means. What the fuck am I saying pause for? You get what I'm saying? But then I thought, I'm like, yo, another. Anyway, but watch, they gonna side by side and shit. At that moment.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
you got a good sense of humor though, man.
You gotta laugh. Like, bro, niggas who take themselves too serious be crushing when it's like life. Sometimes shit is a
What
joke.
bothers you, man? Like, what do you see they say about you that you're like, I hate when niggas say that shit.
I don't remember if something about, because I try not to dwell on, like, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Like, I'm unbothered, bro. I'm dead peaceful. I'm at
You ever
peace.
seen a comment and you start typing up a response and you be like, man, why am I even?
Nah, hell no, bro. I was born 88, gangster. That's not really my pedigree. Like I told you, that's not my.
The 70s doing that.
That's them. That's not my pedigree though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got my Twitter from Yams. Like I never had a Twitter. Like Bari helped me set up my Facebook. Nigga, this is 08 or some shit. Like I had MySpace, but like, I ain't have all that of it. I had MySpace and Skonex. I ain't have no Twitter, none of that. So by the time I popped off, Yams was gassing it on Tumblr like he ain't know who I was. Nobody knew his identity. So
that's that Tumblr finesse right there.
yeah, he had a fire Tumblr called realniggatumblr.com.
Well, Tumblr used to be kind of where like the
That's where I got my start at.
Yeah, the tastemakers used to like really have like dope Tumblrs that shit. I think even
Our Future, Lana Del Rey, Lil B the Bass God, me, like that was Tumblr. That was our era, man. I miss those days, man.
40 ounce band used to have like a Tumblr. I used to like find bad bitches on his shit. Like he was a tastemaker for just hosts. I'd be like, where are these bitches living at? I didn't even know how he looked at that point. But yeah, no, it was like a tastemaking like platform.
Yeah, it was, and it was like, you know how like Instagram is way more pretentious and driven. Like, you know, it could come off braggadocious. Like Tumblr was just like, yo, I think this is really cool. I'm posting this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is fire. Let me post this. Damn, this is how I'm feeling today. Let me post this. Now it's really about engagement. It's about views and shit like that, you know. Viewership really took over the social media. So, you know, that's the new platform for media. That's why it's not just like social platforms, social media. You know what I mean?
What do you think in terms of do you care about these conversations like for example, you know, and I wonder what do you think about like the classes? Like I feel obviously Double XL like is probably notable for like kind of creating almost these classes of people, but I think in people's minds they think of like we got like the early 2010 people, and I feel like that's the iconic like class that's still lasting. Like, you know what I mean? You, Big Sean, Kendrick, Drake. I know Drake probably came out a little before. Who else? Like all you guys, right? Meek, right? And that's like, I remember I used to kind of think about it like the new school, right? That's how they were calling y'all. Y'all were like the new school, the new wave that's kind of like taking over. Of course, we had the Yays and we had the Jays and everything, but that was that wave. Do you ever kind of think about maybe how you fit in maybe that ranking or legacy wise compared to like those guys? Are you competitive with them, or you're like at this point just on your own solo race?
I'm on my solo mission, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. I turned down the, double XL freshman cover list because I ain't want to like date myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm such in a class all by myself. Not saying that that's a good or bad thing. Like y'all not my classmates. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like we could coexist. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think like the way that I'm like eclectically pushing like everything I do creatively wise forward, I don't really think that it's just like meant to put me or marginalize me into a box. And I think a lot of the times when people was doing them freshman covers, it kind of like, put them in a box of, yo, you the class of this one, that's your era, that's your da-da-da-da-da. And so like, I don't know, maybe it might be like, I don't want to single no, and no shade to everybody because there's legends on those fucking, on those shits. I just always felt like I was just too weird to be on that shit. Like I'm weird, nigga, give me a couple by myself. So they did, like, you know what I'm saying?
But you don't really kind of like look at, because I feel like, not to like bring up anyone else, but like, I feel like when I hear Wale speak, I can tell like he's cognizant of like that kind of trail. Like he's cognizant of, okay, this guy went this way with his career, this guy went this way. And it's kind of like, I look at it from a legacy perspective, where I think for him, like, just like any artist, any dope artist, you want to be kind of known as, yo, I was one of the dopest niggas out.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right? Do you ever think like that?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But I try not to let that be the motive, bro. Like, I really try to focus and put, like, art forward. I feel like no matter if you want to call it art, product, music, album, whatever, I think that's product is first. Like, execution is first. All the bells and whistles is last. You know what I'm saying? So if you doing something that's just prolific, you not in the back of your mind like, all right, this is gonna help my legacy. That's just too premeditated for a dude like me. Like, you gotta like let it happen. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I know what I'm doing is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, ain't nobody else doing this shit. Like, not that they can't. We all make the same shit. And we all got access to the same tools, same instruments, same producers, same directors, same writers, co-writers. But I just think like my way of just doing it is so eclectic. It just develops individualism. And I think that's what really helps me stand out, especially 15 years later.
In terms of like someone notable that clearly, who just definitely, I think a lot of how you kind of look at the game, he's also looked at the game in terms of just wanting to have influence on culture, but that expanded outside of music, of course, in fashion. Like Ye, like what's your thoughts on Ye? And obviously, I think people these days have like a hot or cold opinion on him based on stuff he's been into or said. What's your opinion about him? And like just over the years, how have you viewed him? Or like,
I just feel like niggas like Ye, niggas like Pharrell, niggas like Jay-Z, niggas like that whole Rockefeller shit. Like, they knocked down the door for us to be us. Like, they did, they ran so we could walk. Like, they was the first niggas. Pac, first nigga to walk down the runway of Versace. You know what I'm saying? First nigga, he the reason the whole gang wearing Versace. You know what I'm saying? Pac was front row at the Armani show. You know what I mean? I think Ye is just like, he's one of the most influential dudes, to do this shit. One of the most influential dudes, you know what I mean? And I don't agree with a lot of shit, anybody does sometimes, like, especially him. Sometimes he on his own mission. Sometimes it makes sense, and sometimes he could be Ye, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it takes away from, what he did when I was a kid and how he influenced me and all of that shit. I think he did an amazing job. And him being frustrated, spending his own money, losing his own money, getting fucked over. Like I said, they knocked down the door and prepared us like, oh, these are the games niggas is playing. Okay, watch out for this, watch out for that. All right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to solicit some advice on behalf of someone else. I just seen Kai Snap put out a video. He's trying to get into the fashion game.
I told little bro come holler at me, man.
Really?
Yeah, I fuck
He
with
looks
him.
like he's at the point where he's learned the fundamentals, but he's also kind of like he's definitely wide eyed in trying to figure out everything because he humbly let people know he doesn't know much about maybe some of the processes and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
what advice would you have for him on what to do, where to go? Like he's trying to also drop his own brand. Like
I understand. My advice for young Kai is this, right? Like, it's almost like, don't let us see the Picasso before it's finished. Like, when the world knew Lil Wayne was working on his skating skills, it's like we looking through the process and they gonna judge you off the process, bro. Step back, perfect the craft, then pop out. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable and admitting that you being humble about it, that you still wanting to learn. There's nothing wrong with being a student. But like, don't let us see the unfinished painting.
yeah, niggas be hating when they see the process. They be like sometimes I heard someone say that too. It's like soon as they look behind the curtains and see the kitchen. Now, this shit don't even taste good.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like yo,
Come
this
on.
shit don't taste good at all.
Come on.
So and I get that. Did that ever apply to anything you had? Like when you were like maybe honing in whatever skills,
Yeah.
whatever aspects.
I remember I was coming out with an instrumental album after I dropped my first album, my first commercial album. And it was called The Beauty and the Beast, Slow Down Sessions, Chapter 1. It's a crazy ass, long ass title. Don't ask me why I named it that. But I was telling my fans and all of this, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. And I was like, I shouldn't have did that. I should have just, you know what I mean? I should have just did it. I should have just put it out after I felt that. Because I got to a place where I was just like, I couldn't engineer myself, so I felt like a poser. You know what I mean? And it's just like, if I don't figure out how to do the technical aspect of this, how am I, going to consider myself a producer, a musician? So I just started working on a craft. Now, you listen to my albums, that's me. Orchestrating, yeah, for sure. I
You're
orchestrate
involved in the
everything.
engineering process.
Not engineer. I'm in the orchestral part of it.
Okay.
Orchestrating everything. Yes, for sure. Everything, like, it derives from me. And I don't have Yams here to be like, yo, rap on this beat. Nah, this is a producer you should fuck with. Nah, now it's just like, does this tickle my fancy? Am I drawn to this sound sonically? Like, I love what them niggas is doing in London right now. What's that new sound they got right now that they calling it like P, like, damn, I'm probably feel I sound crazy, right? You said what?
Underground London shit?
What's the shit I be sending y'all? Like the London shit. It's like the fake mink sound and shit and all that.
I don't know what they call it. It's just London Underground. I don't know if that's a name.
It's basically like the London Underground shit, right? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit fire, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
Yeah,
it's called step beats. It's like some step.
step beats. You know about that shit?
Nah.
Check that shit out, bro. That shit fire. Like, even like shorty like Molly Santana, she played a little snippet. Sounded like some Tokyo shit mixed with like some opium shit mixed with some like rock star like punk shit. That shit was like, I love like just shit that just I don't hear that's just not common everyday shit. We be acting like we yearning for some new shit, and when we get that sound, sometimes motherfuckers don't really know how to like, cause it's all palates, and sometimes people don't really know how to digest it. Some people got weak stomachs, if we gonna use that metaphor, and it's just like, everything ain't for everybody, and I like that music that's just like eclectic, new, fresh. You know what I mean? Just opposite of mainstream sometimes. And I love mainstream music too, but breath of fresh air ain't bad. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. How did you feel? I feel like last year you got like thrusted in like this big ass beef.
For sure.
Like, and I think people like mix it. Some people feel like you kind of signed up. Some people feel like you're just kind of like, you just caught strays and you acted accordingly.
I knew you was gonna ask this question. I was waiting for that.
What's your opinion on, like, first of all, the situation, and then there's some more.
Let's talk about it. I think for me, I'm just keep it a stack with you. Like, I thought old boy was my man's. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was my dude.
Drake.
Like, yeah. know what I'm saying? I first met him and it was just like, he seemed embraceful and shit and all that. Like, you know what I mean? We went on tour with him.
Yeah, did music together, some great songs.
Yeah, right? And it's just like, I don't know, like I think when I got with my girl, he just started throwing shots out of nowhere. Like I just woke up and just felt like he was just throwing subs and shit. And then
Must have started before that.
nah.
It was completely normal energy before that.
Bro,
I think y'all beefing with women, honestly.
I think so too, but I don't know.
But it starts before Riri.
I don't know. Perhaps. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, niggas know how I give it up. Before my girl, nigga, I'll fuck your bitch. Like, that's what I was doing to niggas, you know, respectfully. And maybe that might be it.
That's why.
Nigga, we all, everybody do it to each other. What? That's, nigga, that's player. Listen.
So if we going to talk, so you supposedly were romantically involved with his baby mama, right? Before then. And yeah, I think that's natural where someone's like, you know, obviously probably it wasn't no malicious shit, but yeah, it gets a little odd there, right? Like where, yeah, you my man's, but like you may hit my BM, like it get a little odd. So that's what I'm saying.
Nah, bro. Yo, listen, for a nigga like me, bro, I'm not the first nigga that fucked my girl or my baby mother or my wife. Somebody predates that. Get off that sucker shit. What we talking about right now? Females sound like some female shit. We sound like females talking about females. That's crazy.
So you didn't feel any way about his past with?
I don't care about nobody that predates me. Like nobody. That was before me. What the fuck I'm gonna do? Go back in the hands of time and rewrite history? Niggas be too insecure and dwelling on stupid shit. What the fuck that got to do with me? That's crazy. If that's the case, it'll be like, I don't want her mad at the whole world. If she like what we doing?
Okay, but all right. So walk me down the timeline. Because I thought you were taking shots, like y'all both were taking like little subliminal shots.
Man, nah, gangster.
So he just mentions you. What song did he mention you on? Was it Push Ups or was it like the last one?
I don't know. He been talking about niggas, bro. He been talking about niggas throwing shots before the Kendrick shit and all that, bro. Talking about a nigga broad, talking about my girl, talking about he just
was Fear Heist before that?
I don't even know what that is, but I'm just saying, like, is that the shit he was talking crazy?
Yeah.
He was talking crazy. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like this.
So y'all
like,
must have had a little subliminal. Every time I've seen, and maybe I'm giving him too much credit. And
you probably are. Listen, I know how much you favorize that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You got to get off that bias shit too, gangster. You be too nah. You not fair. Like only time you fair is when the Henny in your system and you behind your computer desk. That's the only time. Other than that, you not fair all the time. But you my mans though. I fucks with you. But look, like keep it gangster with you, bro. 2020, where Drewski hosted the whole that nigga got me a Yams chain and like, yo, bro, like, you know, like you my brother, like we, you know, I still got the chain, I still cherish it. That's my, you know, he remember Yams, you know what I mean? Like, he came to Yams Day, he was there, you feel me? Like, that's 2020, gangster. Like, me and Shorty was locked in. That's where everything is subsequent after that. That's where all the shots start happening. That's when I start seeing niggas saying funny shit. And
you never did nothing.
What, like shot at him?
Yeah.
Never.
Because you know sometimes as rappers you might be like, oh, you trying to act like, oh, he got a one up on me.
Like
I'm fishing at this point because I would have to. Anything. So that's
I would have to be a sucker nigga to think like that. I don't move like that, bro. You can't see by that ain't my style, gangsta. I know it's kind of hard to tell now, but like, why I gotta do that for?
Okay, and this don't sound like I'm definitely like being biased, but you know his style is always kind of like hating on the next nigga. Like it is kind of style.
If it is,
the music is like, yo, that's the nigga you chose. Like, yo, what's up?
Nah,
that's kind of been part of the, but it's music.
I respect that music, nigga. I'm in real life, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'ma fuck your bitch. Keep playing with me. Like, that's how I give it up. Like, you know what I'm saying.
So those shots kind of happen. You're kind of ignoring all that shit, and then the battle starts. And then
the only reason I said something was because I felt like he took a shot at my girl.
But why'd you pick that though?
Because hear me out. He just said he was just on tour. and said something about my girl. That was like 2 weeks prior to me saying what I said. That's 2 weeks. And
He said something or he performed the song?
he was like, I don't want to perform this on some girly shit. Like,
okay.
Stop acting oblivious. You acting dumb now, gang. You know what's up. You know what's up, gangster.
You just jogged my memory. What I'm saying is there's so much things. I'm stuck on the song where it's disrespectful, clearly.
I'm not just talking about songs. It's things, it's songs, it's shots. Nigga, shots ain't just...
Not even the timeline. Yeah, he's on...
He said that. I said what I said. I realized this battle was between two niggas spawned. Yeah. Like, that's them. Like, he said what he said, and I ain't got nothing to say until I put out my project.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say what I said. That's it.
But you... Some people feel like they recruited you for the... Like, you were on the We Still Don't Trust You.
Yeah.
So, was the goal of that to... let's get this nigga. Because people thought it was like a jump in.
Nah, they could...
Nigga, man, I'm tired of this nigga.
Nah, they could think what they want. Listen, I fuck with Tro. I fuck with Metro. Like, at the end of the day, listen, look out for the next joint. This too. Listen, Tro been working on me on this album, Don't Be Dumb. He been working me for years, bro, on this shit. He put out 2 albums before that one. I was on each of them. You feel me? So, nah, bro, that was just... I was on that. You feel me? And I said what I said. And I shouldn't have, because it was petty. And I was being messy by putting another woman, saying something about another woman. That's corny.
You told the feature on, man.
What I did, like, you feel me? Like, I thought about it, like, I probably could have left that out. You know what I'm saying? But I just needed niggas to know, like, when...
Have you guys never had that conversation?
Of course.
So you guys have talked as men?
Yes.
So how does it make it to raps?
What you mean how it make it to raps? I just told you the nigga was talking about my broad, nigga.
So, but don't you hit him on text or whatever, like, yo, bro, what's up with this?
Talk to that nigga who got my number?
Huh.
The fuck I'm talking to that weird nigga for?
But you guys are friends.
You just asked me the same question. Like I told you, I thought we was friends too. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's over females. That's all jokes aside. I thought we was friends too. Last I checked. Next thing I know, niggas is throwing shots from like 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Niggas is throwing shots. Be happy for a nigga, man. Chill out. Like, niggas ain't trying to rub shit in your face. I'm really digging this. This is for real. This ain't about you, nigga. Life don't revolve, you know what I'm saying? Revolve around
you. Know, not that I want you to speak for her, but like, is she like kind of also like, it's like you with your girl and the ex nigga just keep like, yo, bro, you're written out of the picture, man. Like, move on.
I'm gonna be real. I think that's everybody's stance on it, yo. Everybody like, yo, this shit corny. What we talking about? Yo, your man got some weird tactical ways of trying to control narratives and spin shit. And if you a nigga that could see it, like, for what it is.
I try to see. Well, that's what I'm asking you. Because, like, fans, we're looking at everything as good music, right? So, like, if he's, like, being deliberate and he's doing some stuff, like, maybe when you break it down, like, we always admitted, like, Marvin's Room is, like, basically telling the chick, like, yo, you could do better. Like, that's not the thing that most men would do. But musically sounds fire, right?
Marvin's Room, that's one of the...
that's an old one. Yeah. But like, so his tactics versus how it comes across in music is like, you know, I'm gonna look from a fan perspective. So that's why I ask you as from the man perspective, because you're in it.
I think from a man perspective, I'm being 100, that nigga move like a female. Like, that's it. That's just my opinion. I take it or leave it. It's my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's crazy how, like, the nigga threw the nigga J. Cole under the bus. And why nigga, yo, you don't fuck with Cole? I fuck with that nigga. Stop playing. That nigga fire, bro.
Listen.
That nigga Cole fire, man.
You could not drop a diss song and then delete it and apologize before the hearing. Wow. That's just wild. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that, it's just that I don't know where you go from that. Yo, it's like popping it and then niggas challenge you a fight and you run away and then the next week you're on the block talking even hotter shit. You like, yo, bro, pack it up. Like, yo.
Yo, but so I can ask you something?
Yeah.
Cole not one of them niggas?
He is.
Okay. But, all right. I respect. I feel like.
You know, he is. By the way, I thought that year when him and Drake even did the first person shooter shit, and the year before.
That was his year. He was going crazy.
He was rapping the best.
That nigga Cole's
You know what I'm saying?
fire, bro. I look forward to that nigga project, man. Like,
You
he
on it?
fire. Nah. But I'm a fan of this shit, bro. Like, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to his project. Like,
Where do you rank? You know, they always saw this big three or whatever. Like,
nah, I ain't none of that.
You don't even think about that?
I don't think about that. Nah.
Who do you listen to, though?
I listen to all type of weird shit. Dot that nigga. You know, Cole that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I listen
You were
to
rooting for that when he was dropping all them songs in person, huh?
it wasn't
Fuck him up.
it wasn't rooting. It was just like that nigga was going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. I think it was good sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like, you know, Drake and Dot put on a good battle for the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? What happened after that? That's kind of crazy. Like all the suing and shit. But like, I think personally, like them niggas they show good sportsmanship. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like New York obviously is a mecca of hip hop, but still, like, I think the quintessential part of battling, like,
Yeah. I watched that shit heavily.
Yeah, it's ingrained. Do you think there's a line where you go too far? Because I think that's where the blurry part comes in, where it's like, all right, yo, we rapping and we kind of like getting at each other, but yo, you just called this man. I think that's how he's looking at it. Like, yo, bro, you can't call me this type of shit. You fucking everything up. Or do you think there's no lines? Because historically, Pop did say, that's why I fucked your bitch. Which, who knows if that was true?
Nah, nigga, you know that was true. But I think it's like once you cross the line and it's an engagement of a battle, gloves is off. Like, who am I to judge how far the next nigga should go talking about the next nigga? This back to that gossipy shit. Let them niggas talk about what they gonna talk about. Get your shit off. Like, word.
It felt like there was a Royal Rumble going on at that time. Shit. Ross dropped this song.
I think a lot of
Quavo.
I think a lot of niggas was just like on that, like I told you, it was good for the sportsmanship. A lot of niggas was on that competitive, like, all right, fuck it. Like, that's what we doing. That's the nature of it. And that was 2 years ago now, right? And now look at where, you know, people ranking hip hop as far as just being progressively dominant and all across all genres and shit like that. I think that we looking at the aftermath of just like internal competitivism, and not only that, we're looking at the result of Biden being exposed, ghostwriting being exposed, fake, you know, narratives, scandals. Like, we're looking at all of that, bro.
How close were you to, like, maybe, you know, because I've spoken to Drake, like, during that battle time, and for him, he was so locked in, like, yo, he's staying next to the studio, like, just keep working. And I'm pretty sure Dot was. Did you ever think that, hey, listen, maybe this shit is going, maybe I gotta, you know, go record for record with a nigga if a nigga respond a certain type of way with me? You get what I'm saying?
Nah. My thing is if you just like, if that's where it go, that's where it go type shit. But like, nah, like, I ain't trying to like be funny, but the bag I'm in right now is just really all about like, I want to make some dope music. I just don't, you know what I mean? Like I told you, that was good for the sport, but like, when all of that shit was going on, like, nah, bro. In fact, like I told you, like, I shouldn't have talked about a female. Like, I you know, as a nigga, I'm a dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck? I don't know.
Do you regret that?
I don't say I regret it, but I do feel like it's two sides to it. It's a double-edged sword.
Is it out of maybe, you know, maybe you were trying to, you know, kind of disrespect this guy, but you intend, you then...
And I probably heard it somebody else, and another female, you know what I'm saying? I got a female. I know how, like, these girls ain't got no microphone and to battle back on and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's just like they can't really speak for themselves. So as a MC or a rapper or whatever you want to call it, as an artist, we shouldn't be speaking on bros that ain't rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, word, like you be going in on the female rappers, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Gangsta,
yo,
don't start lying up here.
I won't.
I watch you.
Yeah, listen, you
all
you're
the
telling
time,
me,
bro.
I feel like I go crazy on the male rappers. It's just that when I'm going crazy on the female rappers, that shit gonna be.
I'm not saying you don't go crazy on the male rappers. Pause. I'm saying that. Nah, that was crazy. I call myself, but I'm saying like, it be funny as hell. I be watch. Sometimes you be right. It's okay.
No, I be speaking. Every time they criticize,
I got
never
you.
say this nigga's not speaking.
I got you, son. No.
Yeah.
Was you wrong about Glorilla?
Oh yeah, no, of course. I said that. No, I said that.
I respect your gangster on that, bro.
And by the way, like I would love to sit down with her to tell her to her face I was wrong.
All right, but
because I chalk lined her. I said I think this shit is over. She came back. I love when somebody prove me wrong. I'm not an oracle.
How many times you got proven wrong?
It's been a couple times. She's definitely one of them.
Got you.
And these days when I speak about her, I speak about her glowingly. Like
Yeah. Nah, you do.
I gotta let people know. I really think like last year she deserved an award for she's on one. And also, I owe an apology for not realizing her like be like I know your game was like that. She's talented.
Respect.
So yeah, and I'm not one of the people who like when I say something I'm like even if it shows
you stand on it even when you're wrong.
I'm right. Nah.
I hate hard-headed knuckleheads like that too, man.
She proved me wrong.
That's what's up. I respect you.
But I might get proved wrong on cold shit. I don't know. Like my thing is, I don't see an angle for him to rap like I'm the nigga that's the best that wants smoke. I don't see that angle after.
You think he's saying he wants smoke though?
Yo, I'm the best. And like even on the joint he dropped, he said I'm the best, and he's saying some shit with the pen, and I'm like, let's just rap it. Like some of my favorite what's the name of that song? Is it The Cure or whatever? I can't remember what it's called, but some of my favorite songs of his is introspective. It's not talking about none of that type of stuff. So I'm not saying if you're that type of rap, if you're because I do think he's one of the best rappers. I think he's like amazingly one of the best rappers. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want that to be the thing. The only thing is that like there's that hip hop sense in me. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, as much as you say I might be biased towards Drake, I thought, listen, hip hop is hip hop. I thought when Kendrick went to Toronto, he should perform that this song.
I watched you.
Should have been 30 times. Spin that.
Nah, hold on.
Run that.
I saw you reviewing it.
Yeah, like it's hip hop. You know what I mean? Like I'm some of the best moments of like again, obviously, some rap beefs. Obviously, one of the most famous ones, Pac and Biggie, turned out tragically. But man, there was a lot of hip hop moments there. Like,
yeah, man.
And that's the culture which we thrive.
Hit them up, all that. Yeah, man.
Like
first off, fuck you in the click you claim.
That right there, crazy. You know what I mean? I feel like it should always continue.
Nah, I like the fact that like you gotta realize, act like people sometimes label you and criticize you for being biased, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
I feel like I put my biases out there. We're all biased.
Yeah, but nah.
Right now, you don't fuck with that nigga Drake.
I'm gonna come clean.
If we have a conversation, which I get.
I'm not jacking that nigga, but at the same time, look at how we still here, and I'm allowing us to have a conversation about him. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you're reasonable about it. Yeah.
For sure. You get what I'm saying? So that's not that biased in a sense, because any other nigga would have copped the attitude like, nah, we ain't talking about that nigga. Like, nah, come on, gangster. Like, we could talk about it, but at the same time, it's like you got to realize you get criticized because your point of view sometimes is always one-sided. Sometimes, like, you went from not having a horse in a race to being on that nigga bandwagon, gangster. You did, bro. And I'm going to tell you, look, the only times that you keep it a stizzy, when you keep it a stack, is when you in your room behind your computer and that Henny bottle is at the bottom, right? That's when act is act in full effect. I ain't gonna hold you. And you saying what you mean and you meaning what you saying, and you deal with the consequences later. I know you got phone calls from that nigga like I know you had to be like like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bring back the journalism that we need from you. Stop having like one side of the opinion, because you're gonna lose viewership and you're gonna lose a lot of niggas. I know that you are at the forefront of streaming. You at the forefront of journalism. You change journalism in this new age. Nobody buys tangible magazines and newspapers no more for our generation. It's all digital. It's all digital media. You the number one digital hip hop media outlet. And when I go to your page, it's nothing but drama. You used to be posting shit you thought was fire on some Tumblr shit. Now you getting so political that we know that nigga gave you 5 bands to post that bum ass video. Yo,
hold on.
I had to call you one time. Like, you don't be posting shit that you feel like, yo, this is fire. Don't lie, gangster.
Wait, he's never ever paid me. But I'll say this.
Who? Not him. I'm talking about like a nigga that like we never heard of, and it'd be like, all right, that nigga paid act, cause you don't do that no more. You used to do it years ago.
Now here's the thing, and I'll admit this part. I do think what you're saying is biasness. Like, I felt like there was a divide in hip hop, like with the battle.
For sure.
And I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's because of his personality. I don't know what Drake done did to a lot of people. A lot of people didn't fuck with him, and I do our media platforms, we fuck with him. So
yeah.
Because we do fuck with him, it does come across like there's nobody that's unbiased.
You making this about Drake, it's not. Look, I want to say.
Let me make it about the moment. I think all hip hop media picked a side after that battle. I think hip hop media was generally very like fair, and you could call out any media outlet or personality, and I could tell you what type of person they are and who they're gonna champion way more than other people.
I feel like. But can I say this though?
Before, niggas used to be like, let's see what he thinks today.
I respect it.
Now you can be like, oh, if it's him, he ain't gonna like that type of people.
But it's like this though, gang. It's like you just watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You just saw, no pun intended, you just saw a nigga, you just saw this team lose, but you still on the internet talking about, but they won, nigga, they lost, nigga. The fuck is you talking about, Act? Get the fuck out of here with that. But I ain't gonna let you do that. It's 2026, Act. You one of the greats, bro.
Wait, who won the battle to you?
Between both of them?
Yeah.
Dot did, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Drake is lyrical. Drake is up there too. That not taking nothing away from them niggas, man. It's sportsmanship. It has to be a winner or a loser. If it was a tie, them niggas would still be battling. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I know you got a limited amount of time. Let me make sure I ask a couple more questions.
For sure. I want to say this though. Like when I go to your page, man, like I understand like you got niggas like Show Speed, Casanata do a different type of streaming than you do. Yeah. Like you would never invite a rapper or something to your computer and then do the shit like that. Like I got different styles, right? But what you had that I feel like, you know, not that they don't have it, but what they don't do, what differentiates you from them is that your grasp on the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you are a public, you notify us on what's happening in hip hop. And it's just like MTV used to be a place that we go to see the newest music videos. And then now you look on MTV and it's just like, what's the Rob Dyrdek shows? You know, ridiculousness, or it's like 8 Mile on loop or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, no. I'm not saying that you know, I'm not coming at you in no way. I'm trying to articulate what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna let you ask your questions, but like, Ak, I want to see you get back into like, you moved here when you was 12 years old, gang. So respectfully, you've been loving this culture for about 18 years now, but you a philosopher in it, right? You respect it, you love it. You know, you not just doing reviews on reggae artists and dancehall artists and shit like that. You doing shit on rappers, right? And you being of the culture is more important than anything else. So your opinion, your feuds, your everything, it shapes this culture. You got more influence than you know. You even doing an interview with me show me you're not as biased. Because if you was biased, we wouldn't be doing this interview. I wanted to do this interview with you. I've been trying to.
I would never turn down an interview with you.
Nah, that's love. But I'm just saying, I wanted to do this interview with you. Like, I wanted to.
Thank you,
you know what I'm saying? Nah, thank you. You feel me? Like, it's all love, bro. Like, I wanted you to come to Yams Day. I wanted you to see what the, you know what I mean? Like, I remember just thinking to myself, like, yo, it's crazy that, like, before, like, niggas like me, niggas like Tyler, niggas like, before we get up, it ain't no shade room. It ain't da-da-da-da-da. Not taking nothing away from the shade room. Shout outs to them. Like, nigga, we looking at what Act about to talk about. bro, I know that the game could get stale, and I know that it, like I said, it evolves, revolves. And I know that people think your heyday is when there was a lot of Chicago drill beef going on, but like, show us what you listening to, bro. Show us what you like today. Show us what we should be listening to. You a tastemaker. That's why we look to you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate that, and that's a valid. I think that's a valid constructive criticism. You know,
I don't think it's criticism. I think it's just brotherly advice.
Yeah. I think you make a really good point. And by the way, to answer to that, I think in hope, 2026 is a reset year for everything, but even media, right? Where I think not only I think the musicians, but also the game is going to get back to a certain place. I think media, you know, because even when I now levy, you know, like I've been saying, I said the battle was great, but I think the battle fucked up a lot of things. I've been saying that, and when I say it, people think that I'm blaming the rappers, and I'm like, no, it's all of us, like media too. Like I'm playing a part in it. Because we're all now like we've lost focus of what keeps this culture going on. We've never been stuck on a moment. We've always realized that the great thing about this is the new, what's happening next, what's growing, what's evolving. And you're right, it's being a tastemaker. So I'm hoping this is a reset year, but not only for rappers, but I take accountability too. You know, I always thought there was shared accountability, where I feel like
Agreed.
In anything where they might be like, well, you've done this, or when we blame rappers for certain stuff, or we blame certain things, I feel like, yeah, I'm part of it, whether the good, the bad, or the ugly. So I think won't call it criticism, but I think your advice is actually, I take that, you know, with, you know, good ears, and I'm hoping that this year, you know, hopefully we have a conversation by the end of the year and be like, I'm starting to see
a shift.
Yeah, a little bit of a shift that you're cognizant, because these are things that I stay up, I don't sleep to try to figure out what's going on. How is my impact working with things? So, yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you a bit, you know, and hopefully this year we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's just like watching you, Henny, chat, nigga, like just going crazy. Like that's what we here for. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even things outside of music, I think just your subject matter is just like, you'll be on it. But I do understand right now, like, you know, niggas is mad at you and shit like that. They feel like you be dick riding Aiden Ross. They feel like you always coming at females and shit like that. How you feel about that?
Put like this. So I just got in this conversation with like this, which by the way, I comment on everything. Like I comment on everything. I think the female stuff is overblown, but I'm becoming more cognizant of it, where I realize that me and a rapper could be going back and forth to the point where we DMing each other like, all right, nigga, let's meet up and fight. What's up, bro? What we doing? and then people don't think that's like, bro, we're going too hard. But with a female, like me shouting with the Henny bottle, it might be like, yo, bro, you wilding right now. So it's like, you know, I was having this conversation based on me reacting to a clip, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Like, there's such a thing like escort culture in music, and I think
for sure.
And the female kind of personalized it, and it kind of got into a back and forth, and I caught myself, and I said, bro, this is not gonna look good. It's just not gonna look good. Not granted, I think the girl was like 20, but it's not gonna look good. So,
you talking about the streamer girl?
Yeah, so I kind of reached out to her,
like No Cap X or something.
Yeah, and we hopped on the phone, and I was just like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo, me and rappers have gone back and forth for years, like, you know what I mean, with no end in sight. But like, this don't look good. I could tell it don't look good. Before, I think usually I'm on some, yo, hold on, like, I'm not coming at her on no weird way. She's saying her opinion. She's grown. I'm saying my opinion. Not because I got away with words, but I've learned, like, yo, chill, act like.
Keep it a stack though. Why you go in on Joe Budden homegirl like that, bro?
She saw
you
me.
said she.
Bro, you know. Am I wrong? Rock, am I wrong, bro? Shut up, Rock.
Hey yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Hold on, real quick.
Nah, gang. Why you went in on Auntie like that, gang?
Yo, because
that was crazy.
You see this picture, bro? Look at this. Nah, come on, Rocky, look at it.
Why you put it up so fast?
Nah, I got on standby. Yo, everybody I ain't cool with, I got the files. You know they try to erase everybody. I got the files. Look at the teeth.
Nah, gang.
No, look at that. Let me zoom up for you. I got you. Look Get this shit right.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Come on.
Oh shit.
Well, I think I've got Hey, what's your thoughts? Max B just came out.
Man, we happy Max home, bro.
Yeah.
He sat down for a little minute, you know what I'm saying?
A long time, 7 years.
That was too long, bro. And he getting mad love right now, you know what I'm saying? Like shout outs Frenchie doing what he doing with him. Shout outs 50 doing what he doing with him.
Montana's a true fucking friend, man. You need a nigga like that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's one. I would say French, one of my true friends. Niggas don't even know that. Frenchie, my guy. Yeah, that's my guy, right? That's my splash brother, man. I ain't gonna hold you. He real BX nigga, man. I fuck with Frenchie the long way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, didn't French have like the 10 splash commandments or some shit like that?
He put that out. That we started that. Splash, Super Splash Bros. That's us.
What?
Yes. Then other niggas got recruited. Nigga, that's us. Yeah. You know Flock don't lie. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hold on, let me see. I had a list here. We kind of got everything. All right.
Yo, I can ask you something?
Wait, hold on.
I'm asking too much personal questions.
No. I love when it's mutual. You know what I mean?
Nah, I fuck with it. It's just, I'm a fan of you, so that's why I'm asking so much questions type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit I always wanted to ask type shit. Like, nigga, what made you start growing braids, gang? You're a funny nigga
That's
for
a great
that.
question. It's twofold.
What is it?
Twofold. I think I thought maybe number one, I always want to ditch a hat. I only wore a hat for real.
Why we never saw you without the hat?
Yo, I started as a DJ. Look at most DJs in the club. They usually wear a fitted because they put their headphone around the brim. That's a fact.
Can it be a Kane from WWF moment where you take the mask off? Can you take the hat off for the viewers one time?
I take the hat off.
Come on, man.
Niggas
Nigga said Act hairline was back here or something like that. Act, let him know. Nah, you good. You got the taper and all that. You good, gangster. Look, he took that shit off, man.
And also, I'm gonna keep it a bean a little bit.
What's up?
Like 30%. I was like, see Drake rolled in here too. I'm like, that might be a way. That's what the bitches be watching. You know what I mean? Like, low-key, I'm like a little light skin nigga at heart.
Can I tell y'all niggas something though? See, you a brown skin nigga. Stop that. You not team light skin, but look, I'm gonna come clean.
Try to disqualify me. Like, that's crazy.
You enrolling yourself, but look.
And niggas can't, like, you want some other shit. Like,
bro, I'ma come clean though. You can't have a beard with the braids, gang.
The beard don't go with the braid.
Nah, bro. Every nigga with the beard and the braids, light skin, they like Shamar Moore with the nah, gangster.
So I like the beard more than the braids though. So I might have to go back to a low cut then.
Bro, if you shave the beard with the braids, it's gonna knock off 10 years. Like, take it from me, nigga. I look 20.
I know. I was about
You feel me? Like, yeah, it's gonna knock off 10 years. I can't grow a beard if I wanted
like
to.
no bullshit. You ever did anything to your face? Pause.
Hey, yo.
No.
What you mean? Like surgical?
No. Cause nigga, you would've got bags in the eyes and nothing, nigga.
Nah, I got mad bags, bro. Y'all see these? My kids got bags. All of them got my bags, but it just look good. It suit me. Look, my flaws.
What's your skincare routine? Pause.
Alright, so I use I clean my face. You just gotta clean it and just keep lotion.
Pause. You got like a whole.
I give you it off camera though, cause now everybody about to have my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I give it to you off camera. Word to, swear to God. But
you got like a routine type shit.
Every day, you just clean your face, brush your teeth, wash your face type shit. But make sure you put like lotion on that's compatible with your skin type. It's like you don't gotta go get this extra pharmaceutical. You don't gotta go get the shit that's in Revolve or whatever the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like get like I don't care if it's a Lubriderm. I don't care if it's Jerkins. I don't care if it's Palms, whatever it is. Like just get the shit to first exfoliate.
Wait, who gave that routine? It was Pharrell. Pharrell gave, because nigga, you kind of got that little Pharrell.
Hell nah, bro. Females. My father, the reason why I get manicures, B. My father was a pretty boy, man. He told me, men, your nails should always be clean. When you shake hands, your nails should be clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, this pretty boy shit, I grew up like this, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, since a little nigga, like, word. My first girlfriend, like, is a picture of me and her phone. Like, I was like 5. Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, and I didn't want to, touch too much on the fan, but what was it? I know you're Rocky. What was it when you met your girl that you were like, Man, this it, man. Like, I think it's time for me to.
Alright, so bang, she was at a party. Everybody got word. Virgil and Matt Williams, who used to design for Givenchy, but he got that brand 1017 Elite. They hung out. Virgil met ASAP outside of a club. We couldn't get in. I was too young to get in. I might have been like 20 or some shit. You know, you gotta be 21 to party and shit. He seen us. He like, yo, y'all them kids from Uptown. Y'all call ASAP. I don't know how the fuck he knew that, right? This is like, maybe he was on Tumblr. That nigga Virgil was tapped in, bro. But anyway, from then on, them niggas was with us skateboarding. They Uptown, they in Harlem. They learned to DJ in Lou House. Like, I'm gonna show you videos of like them learning before Betrayal how to DJ on Lou turntable at his crib through ASAP, right? So basically, damn, what was the initial question?
How you met your girl? And like,
So I'm out with Verge, I'm out with Matt, and Kanye cousin named Ricky was with us, right? And basically we used to just be going party hopping back then, right? This is right before ASAP blew up, right? This is right before it, right? And so we go to a party, we go to a club, I forgot what it's called, but it's a few bouncers in the front. And now I might have put out like ASO. You know what I'm saying? Like this before, I mean, I might have put out Purple Swag, excuse me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody really know me like that type of shit. I might have, like, it's been so long ago. Basically, we get there and it's like a line, but we go to this side, right? And so they say Pusha T in there, they saying Rihanna in there, all this other shit, right? So I'm like, I'm standing there with these niggas, we jiggy, we got on. I had on the Ricks that day. I'm so like, bro, come on, you know how I gave it. I had the Alexander Wang, everything on that day. I was going crazy, right? We get to the front. The nigga fronting on us.
The bouncer?
The promoter or whatever, the owner or whatever, promoter. I'm guessing promoter because the owner probably gonna be inside warm. This nigga don't want to let us in. This nigga Meek, Wale, all of them come up. Nigga like, yo, ASAP, what up, yo? I'm like, what up, nigga? I'm like, oh, these niggas know who I am. What up? Nigga like, yo, you coming in? No. Alright, see you in there. You got to like, it's taking a while. Yeah, like, you coming in? Alright, my holler. Like, you low-key wanted to be like, yo, come on with me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna come clean. If niggas would have did that, I probably would have took them on their offer. Yeah, I had to stay my ground. Yeah. This nigga from Philly, this nigga from DC. We in New York, nigga. What's happening, right? This nigga let them niggas go right through, right?
What they wearing?
Not what I was wearing. Like, nigga.
Was it a dress code type shit?
Never, nigga. It was cause the nigga was trying to front on me.
Oh.
So I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, nigga, you don't know who we. This is back when we was rowdy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. We ain't had nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? So, like, nigga, you don't know who we is. You know who was more rowdy than me? The white boy, Matt Williams. So basically, we arguing with the niggas and shit like that, right? And this before, like, we ended up squabbling with the bouncers, nigga, squabbling with this nigga. The nigga had a crutch on, so we ran to the garbage because them bouncing niggas was too big. Nigga, Virgil and them left us. Now it's just me and Matt, just fighting like 4 niggas by ourselves. We ran to the garbage trash can. He could confirm this whole story. We ran to the trash can, just started picking up mad Guinness and Heineken bottles. Niggas was pissing in the bottles, throwing it at niggas and all. Like, 1, 2, swear to God, right? Swear to God, we ended up on a newspaper the next day. That shit really was like, I'm like, yo, niggas know who I am. Like, this is back then, right? So, before we went to the trash can and all that, before the fight popped off, I'm going crazy. I'm popping my shit. What the fuck, y'all see what I got on, nigga? Look at me now, look at yourself, nigga. Like, what? Like, she come out as, and we just lock eyes.
Who?
Reed. She come out.
She come out the club? Is she leaving?
No, she come out like, let them niggas, let them in. I think Meek or one of them niggas told her like, yo, they ain't letting ASAP Rocky in this shit or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
She like, yo, let them in. Why y'all do? And so I look at her and like, I'm like, what? And then she just looked. We just locked eyes, gang. And then like, nigga, she went back in. We threw the bottles at the niggas. We ran. Then we ran. Them niggas was too big.
Wait, y'all can get in the club then?
No, we ain't
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, yeah, we got to go to the party.
Nah, like a year later.
But y'all locked eyes at that point.
Locked eyes. A year later, I just get a call. Yo, Rihanna wants you on this remix, and then tomorrow she wants you to fly to LA so you could do MTV with her. We did the awards.
But why didn't you like follow next day with her though?
How, nigga? I don't know nobody that knew her.
Nigga, if y'all locked eyes, I'm like, oh man,
Gangster. It happened.
look, it worked.
It happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for nothing. Nigga, like.
What year was this?
Nigga, this like 2010, 2011.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, it's been a hell of a time.
Yeah.
A hell of a time, right?
It's been quite the journey, bro.
Y'all be looking like very happy, like when I see it.
Man.
What y'all be arguing about?
Dumb
Is she from the Isles? You from the Isles? Like,
dumb shit. We argue about typical couple shit, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she be ready to go, I be ready to go. So she be taking long to get ready sometimes, I be ready. Stupid shit. But that's my nigga, that's my wifey, that's my girl, that's my bitch, that's all of the above, yo.
Yeah, I seen her put up a post. It was like, yo, maybe I saw it on a blog where she was like, should I put out an album this year or have a baby?
She gotta fucking chill.
They about to start hating you.
Yo, they already hate me, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, look, man, we like the Adams family right now, bro. It's lovely, bro. Like, I'm loving it. We the Miz.
How does family and like having kids and like just even that nucleus, how has it made you feel? Like, even thinking back to your childhood and what you mean for your kids.
Yeah, like my pops was always there. My mom's, I was like wild fortunate. I had both parents growing up, and my siblings loved the shit out of me. Like, my big brother was a protector, so like she come from the same kind of circumstances. She the first though, so her brothers is wild close. Like, her brother Rory, they mad close and shit like that. And it's just crazy to see how history be repeating itself through the kids and all that. You got any little ones yet?
Not yet.
I'm
I'm trying to talk about it real, nigga. I'm trying to throw some bottles and lock eyes. Like,
yo, you gotta stop flaming bitches, bro. You be
listen, I ain't gonna lie, I think I got like unrealistic expectations, man. As you try to find the perfect one, like,
you know what though? I'm gonna tell you this. Don't go looking for it. God gonna bless you when you focus on your career, focus on you, and focus on your personality, man. Like, and then whatever you put out there to the universe, you gonna manifest that. That's what's gonna come back. Compatibility, bro.
I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I feel like this next like 18 months I need to figure it out.
Nah.
Because I'm Jamaican and I want to have like a big ass family.
Have fun, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like I have already. But
you think so?
It's about finding the right one though. It's like,
you
find this chick, then you realize like, yo,
she ain't shit.
Yeah, she fucking this nigga, this chick, she like it's just
but, like. So it matters to you who a bro been with before you type shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't date a woman that's been in the industry.
For real.
At all. Like if like I would actually rather a woman who has no connection to this music stuff. Just because I'm gonna be honest,
with you, they jaded.
That a little bit, but I think also the attitude with like just dealing with a whole bunch of people in my industry just kind of ruins like the hopefulness of what I'm hoping to have with a woman. Like a lot of times, the woman who if I met a chick at a studio session, like she could look pretty as hell. I just kind of know I'm like, if this is like a ruined woman, like it's hard to like. I'm looking for. It's just something about music culture and like this type of culture just kind of creates just degenerates, man. It's like, and I forgot what I was talking about recently. I was like,
give you a single rapper or something because you saying that's what you don't want and that's what you gonna end up with.
Yeah, I want no dogs for real.
Yo, but look, this is the thing though. That don't make him a dog, ho. You gotta realize this though. Like, hear me out. Think about a person that's in the industry but not in the industry like you, right? Like think about it. Nadeska was somebody that you found mad attractive and this, that. She had a nice style, like a person like Nadeska. You know what I'm saying? Or
as long as she ain't let a bunch of rappers fuck me. Like,
but see this.
I gotta draw the line there.
Yo, this the thing though. I'm gonna come clean. Like you trying to fuck on some fine shit that really know how to fuck. Or you gonna wife up a bitch that don't got the qualities to like. You gonna end up cheating on that bitch, bro.
Your place, Dad. I want a girl that got a past, but a past that like I can't connect to. Where it's like,
Bro,
she fucked a bunch of country niggas. You know what I mean? Like country singers, bet. Football players, nah. Basketball players, nah.
I can't even get back for that.
Yo, she should be like, I ain't gonna lie, I did fuck 4 hockey players. Good, I don't watch them. Bet. Let's not talk about hockey. We're not gonna know games. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think that's probably something I gotta get over in myself, though.
You will,
know what I mean?
you will, man. You gonna get over that shit because you gonna realize, bro, like it's a lot of fish in the sea, but every fish ain't right for you. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, when you find that one that's right for you, sometimes you fuck it up, you come back around, you spin a block, and sometimes you hit it off instantly. You never know, bro. But like, you'll know for sure.
Looks or personality, which one matters?
Both.
Both.
I'm a little superficial in that sense. You gotta be attracted.
Okay, but what if you have like a 10 out of 10, but she's raging, just like y'all beefing all the time, she just giving you hell? Cause I ain't gonna lie, the prettier they are, the more problems they.
Yo, females are crazy. Sorry, ladies, my bad. Like females are like by nature, like that's just in them. Men, we like sometimes we like sneaky or some shit like that, and we just like think with we think with our motherfucking, you know what I mean, with our toast, and it's just like there's no way to get around that crazy. Like every woman is crazy, bro. Respectfully, from your mammy to your like daughter, it's just gonna be what it is by nature. But it's also what you define as crazy, right? Like it's certain things that we do that make women look at us as fucking lunatics, bro. Like these niggas is crazy. That's why they say niggas ain't shit, nigga, because they think we crazy. But to us, they fucking crazy, bro. Like,
and you know what the last thing is too, and I think you're probably the best person to speak on it, because nigga, you one of them niggas like all the chicks that did this be loving. Like when you got options, like I felt like for me to get to the point I get to, I feel like I got my decent pick of a certain litter. You know what I mean? I'm good now.
yeah.
Not wait to go sell down one now. Well, hold on now.
I see you said you having fun. That's what I'm saying. You said nigga already have fun. Nah, you gonna know when you tired of that shit, bro.
You were tired?
Yeah, bro. You know how I feel to not be able to tongue kiss a bitch. You use a condom, not close your eyes around them because they might record. You don't like, yo, I bust my nuts. So what you about to do? Like, you don't that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is like that's fun, but after like 10 years, you gonna
Yeah. What is kind of getting a little old is like you fly a chick out and like it's like after you're done, it's like you try to make them an excuse to dip, and or you did the joint where it's like she's staying 3 days instead of 2. You're like, this is way too long. I gotta see you today. Yeah, I get it.
So you've been there. You gonna get tired of that. You know what I'm saying?
Marriage, would you do it?
How you know I'm not married?
I was watching a court thing. They didn't know whether to call her your girlfriend or your wife.
I gotta keep my peace. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta keep certain stuff to yourself.
Yeah, we can't give them everything.
Yeah, the moment you get them that, they gonna put you on that big Sean watch. Be like, all right, nigga, how long?
Let them. I look at it like this, man. For whoever's like praying that we do make it, for the ones who praying that we don't make it, this thing is real. It's happening, and we dealing with the real notions of life and family. You know what I'm saying? Anything is expected. Some people be together for 50, 60 years, your grandparent. Some people be together for shorter times. I mean, it broke my heart to see Offset and Carti going through what they was doing publicly and shit like that. It broke my heart to see certain people that like we grow to love together to separate. You know, a TikToker just broke up with his girl. Fucking, who that white girl that be interviewing Bobby, whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, but she just be cheating now.
But look,
She was hoeing.
what she was.
That's what they saying.
You cracked it.
Nah, they said she fucked Drake for the interview. She left her mans at home. Like, I gotta get on. Fuck this.
I can believe that. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta stop beefing with the joints and just start cracking. Once you start cracking them joints, everything gonna be gravy. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be no smoke. How you know them joints don't really want?
No, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, now sometimes it be fucking with my game because like I'll try to just like be cool and they be like, don't you hate what I'm like? Nah, nigga, I'm fucking with you.
That's crazy.
Like they come across with like the perception of me. that's like, I'm starting down 30 points. I'm like, we started down 30. The game just started.
You know what it is though, bro? It's like a situation where it's like, for instance, like I was accused of being a colorist. I didn't know what that meant. You know what I'm saying? Because interviewer asked me, what shades don't you like? I said, when really pale skinned white girls with, you know, the purple or orange, this and that. Even this might stir up controversy again. Then I said, when really dark girls with like red lipsticks, to me sometimes I be feeling like it look like how they try to depict us as blackface, or it just don't look right to me. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, they just be like, and then they know about all the white girls the Hollywood white girls that I done been with, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So people thought out, you know, was on some like fuck shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, only if they knew the real me. And I think what ended up happening was like, I took a stance like, yo, if I start feeding into this shit and I start doing shit like, niggas was like, Michael B don't like black girls, he just popped out with Lori Harvey. Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, the nigga Jonathan Majors don't like black girls, he popped out with Megan after this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, nah, y'all not gonna bully me to like, whatever throwing me some pussy, I'm gonna go with that, where that's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm fucking with this chick, depending, it don't matter what the ethnicity is. But my mom's always wanted me to bring back black, bro. Like, she wanted me to bring back Reed. She was just like, you know, I'm talking about the days of the early tours and all that. Like, she told you. She told me, like, I want this one for you. Like, and I thought my mother was crazy, bro. Like, cause I dad was in a relationship with a whole nother black girl, but like, I was like, what the fuck is you? That girl don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, she was fucking right, yo. You know what I mean? But, you know, the whole just pointing the colorist thing, like, you get accused so much of hating black women. You know what I'm saying? You get accused of it, and I see it too. Bro.
Should I do Michael B. Jordan pop out with a black chick?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
like 3 or 4. I'd be like, yo, this is her.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You might need 3 or 4. Like, if you gotta pop out with like 3 or 4, like, hey, this is what it is, man. Like, but you been in a relationship with like some nice chocolate?
They're black. Sometimes they be mixed, but like they be black.
Yo, you from Jamaica? You ain't had no chocolate joint shit?
What you mean? Of course.
Oh, alright.
Of course.
You just says,
nah, they never put colors on me. They just say I hate old. They don't really specify.
Nah, they say black. They don't say you hate white girls. Nigga, they say black girls.
Hey, why did we get Riri on the album? Like,
how you know she not on this too?
Man, she not on this too.
How you know that?
Feel like you're teasing her.
How you know that? How you know that?
Right. Do y'all have conversations like that?
Yeah, time to time we do, man. Like, she's eclectic. I think, like, I didn't really know, like, cause I don't know her from, like, I wasn't in the pop like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know her from the standpoint of how everybody know her. Like, to be 100 with you, like, when I went on tour with her, that's when I really learned her songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I heard she got a reggae album. You heard it?
She got a what?
A reggae album.
I don't. Probably.
She'll play the crib?
Probably. Nah, she like to listen to just assortments of music and shit like that. Like, she got some songs and shit, but like, nah, she don't. Mm-mm. I know she, I know she want to work with like a lot of like ill ass producers and shit. Like, she want to work with like, maybe I shouldn't be talking about her business like this, but
is she dropping music again or is she retired?
She ain't never gonna retire. I think
it took you 7 years. We been waiting on her for 10.
Nah, y'all been waiting on her for 9, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
I think this
year makes 10.
Next year makes 10.
What the fuck? Damn, I forgot we in 2026.
Yo, y'all like the only musical couple that barely give us music. Y'all give us more kids than y'all give us more kids than music than albums. That's a fact.
You gonna do me like that?
That's a fact.
Nah, but she wanna work with Alchemist. She wanna work with Knowledge. Like, she wanna work with a lot. Like, I'm like, these is the like, what? Her air is crazy, and I just think like,
you know, without giving away any element of surprise, I think like what her next stuff is just like, it's probably not gonna be a reggae album. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever she drops in Millie first week, man. I'm happy for y'all, man. I'm happy for you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you. It seems like you're at a place of peace.
Yeah, man. I just want to say this too, man. Rest in peace, AP Yams. Happy Yams Day, B. Like, I can't believe you did this interview with me on this day.
Thank
like,
you.
I always wanted you to link with me on the Yams Day type shit.
Thank you, brother.
Here we are. You know what I'm saying? You made it happen. I'm a huge fan of you, man. And thank you for what you do for our culture, bro. Like, you that nigga, man. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Leave them girls alone. You be killing them with the jokes.
Yo, which one of y'all said Rocky up here to send this man? Yo, Rocky, I love you, man. Yo, listen, you know, again, you know, the feeling is mutual, and you know, it's the first time we met, but I hope we keep, you know, building that relationship.
Absolutely.
That's one thing I definitely realized with just music and everything overall is like, you know, there's actually people in this, right? And you want to build a relationship with someone to understand them better. And like, for example, me, I give my opinion about certain stuff, but you know, people sometimes they be like, why do you go to certain concerts? I'm like, man, I gotta go see this shit. That's why I gotta see a Yams Day. I gotta see it. It's gonna give me a whole different perspective. You know, I've gone to a lot of people's shit that maybe I wasn't the biggest fan of, but after a while, even if it's not me, I need to see what they have going on.
Yeah,
and I could conceptualize it like, oh, okay, yo, this motherfucker's like this different type of beast.
Like, I heard like, my man, I missed the YB concert because I heard that shit was crazy, bro.
That shit was crazy.
I heard that shit. And I heard the nigga Burna Boy's stage is crazy. Like, he got some screens that lift and shit. Like, I'm into
Burna
that.
Boy's phenomenal performer. I think
Real?
it's been crazy that he's been getting a bad rap on some, like, I don't know what type of PR it is. People say this concert not sound one of the best performers. Facts, one of the best performers I've seen. That guy performs his heart out every single night.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Yo, before we go,
Yeah.
can you post some new underground artists on the page, man? You used to put me on the niggas I never heard
I
of.
got you. That's one of my takeaways gonna be from this. Like, if Rocky's telling me like, yo, I looked at you like a tastemaker for music, and I'm kind of like, you've been doing that less. I gotta ramp it up. That's a fact.
You know it's from a place of love, bro. That's
of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Brother.
Appreciate you, gang.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for your time, bro. Mad love. Nigga, this is an ill ass interview. I ain't gonna lie, gang. You that nigga.
I appreciate you.
We gotta do this again, though.
No, of course. Anytime.
Thank you, gang.
Thank you.
But I mean,
Yo, what's up with this Academy merch, man? I'm running late.
Yo, I knew you was gonna give it up.
YK,
Yo,
you wanna turn
I
this
can
off?
tell you, you're not a nigga
I don't wanna-
who sit down with a nigga and just start bullshit.
They died.
I can tell you, just be like,
Lights died.
nigga, that's just what it is.
What?
Like, fuck all that shit.
I see so coming
Yeah.
What's up with the Academy merch, nigga?
Yeah, YK just
I don't know which
tried
mic
to
died.
and it's still not.
Bro,